YouTube, Twitch. Make sure everything good. Uh, Bet and we on, my brother. Welcome in, my brother Reese is in the building, man.
Sirs, yes, sirs. What's up, y'all? It's good.
How you feeling, bro? We gonna get into some
Shit.
shit, man. Everybody in, get quick intro, man. Welcome to the official society, man. We got this is the commentary that the people do not want you to hear. You know what I mean? The voice behind the truth. You got Gabe Official, and next up we got Reese, someone who's been rising fast and doing it with nothing but authenticity, my brother. Reese is one of those rare characters who doesn't care about the algorithm. The algorithm chases him, my brother. So
Appreciate that.
we're
I
gonna
appreciate that, bro.
we gonna get into it all. We're gonna ask them some good questions. And this is the beginning of a couple streams, y'all. Next we got Avery as well, so make sure y'all tune in for that one.
W Avery, W Avery.
Yes, sir. All right, so I appreciate you pulling up, Reese. How you feeling today, my brother? Talk to me.
Bro, I'm feeling good, bro. Just trying to get the next steps going for future content and just getting stuff in the works, man.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's
for
really about
everybody
it.
who everybody watching who don't know you yet, I want you to give us like that quick 30-second pitch. Who is Reese, man?
Somebody who is just a self, man. Good energy, good vibes. Always positive. Um, I'm a music head. I love music, all types of music, any type of making music, bro. That's I like to dance, I like to sing, rap, all types of stuff like that, bro. Get fresh, fly. That's me. That's
Yeah,
me for real.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. You was definitely one of my favorite, of the Stormer streamers in Streamer University, bro. Because I already saw the vibes. My boy was just into making his music. Always had a little like pretty joint next to him. I seen you, bro. I seen you maneuvering. You was doing the right thing, my brother. You know what I mean? But I definitely love the name, bro. Where does Reach come from? Like, is that the actual artist name? Is that your actual name? Like, there's got to be a story there.
So, I go by Reese most of the time. So Reese, really just comes from my regular name, Maurice. But
Gotcha.
it's not spelled like the way that my name is spelled. My regular name is spelled Maurice, but Reese is spelled Reee, and that's just a family name that my family had gave me
That's fire.
growing up as a yeah.
So you've had that since a jit, basically.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Reese been there for a minute. My family don't call me like Reese Cup or something like that. Reese, but yeah, Reese, bro. That's yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. And you're from Indianapolis, right?
Yeah, Indianapolis, Indiana. The one
Fire,
and only Nap
fire.
17.
Represent. Let's put some air horns out there. So how's the content creator scene out there, my brother? You got like a team, or you kind of like doing this solo right now? How's it work for you?
I kind of been doing it a little bit solo
Okay.
myself. That's just kind of how I've always have moved a little bit more so doing things myself. But the content scene down here is getting up there. We got some other content creators who's been trying to come up and stuff like that, been doing their thing. Even before I've been doing my thing, they've been here doing their thing, putting people on. And when I got into Stream University, they kind of just, hit me up and we got a connection and we started just, working together. We got some things in the work for the future too.
That's fire. That's fire. But how's it like in the Indianapolis specifically? Like, do you think it's a big city where it's known for the content creation, or you think that you guys are low key right now and it's your job to really take over and really put it on the map?
We I say that we are low key right now. I feel like we're very slept on when it comes to talent in general. We have a lot of good artists, a lot of good streamers, a lot of funny people. And yeah, like it, I wanna be that next up from Indiana. We don't have too many people. Like we got Mike Epps, one of the
Yeah,
funniest comedians of all time. I feel like, and
yeah, for sure.
yeah, man,
For sure,
yeah.
that's tough. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. I used to have a lot of beef with the Pacers fans, man. You know, me being from New York, I'm a hard rock Knick fan, man. You Pacers fan
Uh,
last year we was going at it, but hey, you guys got it. Can't say nothing, right? But hey, man, for the official society, man, like my community, there's a lot of up and coming creators, and I like to really spread the knowledge, like, and really give them that motivation, inspiration. One of the questions I do like to ask, like, I want you to walk me through that first setup when you very first started, like, really give these people motivation. Like, what were you working with?
Um, you know what's crazy? Before Stream University, I didn't stream at all. I was more so just TikTok and um Instagram based, just making content, like just being myself,
Yeah,
showing my music, kind of doing the same stuff I kind of do now, but maybe to a different level than I did back then. But my first time streaming was at Streamer University though, and
that's tough.
I, when I first got there, it was like a mix up or something. So I didn't have a phone for like the first day and a half. So I had my own iPhone. I had my iPhone and I had an iPad,
Yeah.
and I was streaming off of my iPhone, and I was controlling like all my chat and stuff with my iPad. So I was
Oh
just out there
shit.
for
Freestyling,
real. Yeah.
making it happen. Definitely.
Yeah.
Nah, that's tough. That's so that was like you like going with the flow, trying to see how this shit work, basically.
Yeah, bro. I really was going with the flow for like the first like 2 days, like really just trying to figure it out. But I even though all that stuff was going on, I told myself, I was like, bro, I'm not gonna be mad or get too upset or give up or just be discouraged because of it. Nah, I'm just gonna try to shit work at it 10 times as hard or just keep going.
Nah,
So yeah.
for sure, and that's tough though. You have to give it your all, bro. It was a big opportunity. But let me question, like, how about your family, bro? How they feel about the whole situation? Like, did they ever give you like, yo, bro, are you ever gonna get a job? And I know, and I like I peep, you know, your dad definitely is supportive. He's part of your videos and all of that. But tell me
Yeah.
how was that conversation like at the beginning and let him know like, yo, I think I'm gonna give it my all.
So I would say before Stream University, I was in college. I was on my going into my third year of college, and I had a job at a warehouse. I was working at a place called Allegiant before then, and then I had went there, and it kind of came out of nowhere, and um, I had like told my job I had got in, and all my coworkers were excited, but we had like a point system, so like it was either like go to Stream University or like basically can't work it nowhere. But my manager and everything,
No
they was
way.
like, take the opportunity, bro. Forget the job, bro. You'll be fine. And so like my parents are very supportive. My dad definitely is very supportive.
Yeah.
With everything I do like with my videos and stuff like that. He just wants to see me work. And then my mom's very supportive too. It was kind of like, they're still trying to understand because it's new to them because I have older parents. Like I'm
Yeah, yeah.
21, but my dad's about to be, I think 57,
Oh shit.
57, and my mom's about to be 55.
Oh wow, this is
So
a different world for them. Damn.
yeah, it's a world for them, but yeah, they most definitely are supportive though. They got my back.
That's dope. That's dope. Being that your dad, is a part like I ain't gonna lie, he don't look 57. So God bless to him, man. That's what's up. That's definitely so. But being that is you went to Streamer University and you had this point system. Now that you're back, and we're gonna get to the whole Streamer University shit, but after that, coming back from Streamer University and having to sacrifice that little job that you have, was it worth it?
Oh yeah, it was worth it to me because now like I now at this point I don't really look at the money too much because I'm having fun in what I'm doing. Like I love doing what I'm doing. Like I'd rather, you feel me? I'd rather be doing something I love and I know I can go to sleep at night happy than doing something that I don't, if that makes sense. So
Yeah,
yeah, and I know that all that's gonna come within due time. I'm not
of
really
course.
looking at it that much. But yeah, Kai just he like to be able to put me in the places that I'm at and the get the connections and the experiences that I'm getting. It's a life changer for me. Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's dope. And that's dope. When I see that you got about 40,000 on TikTok, you got videos with millions of views. Like I'm curious, what is one video, one project you would say that you are most proud of? And like, forget the numbers, something that you're most proud of.
Honestly, I'm gonna say, man, I'm gonna say what I'm most proud of is probably it's two things. I'm gonna go the Stream University anthem song because that was my like I'll be able to like that was my first song that I've ever had that many views
That was
on
tough.
any platform.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say the video of me hitting Jigglate with Kai and that's showing him our dance from Indiana. I'd like to say those are probably my two like three. I got one more. Three is being on the news. I was on the news
Oh,
for
her?
five. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
This was this like when I first came back. This might have been a month after Stream University, and
Okay.
they invited me. the news and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's tough. So it's like your experience on Streamer University.
yeah,
Indianapolis news or like your local town.
Indianapolis news. So
That's
yeah,
tough. That's tough,
yeah,
bro. Nah, congrats to that too. Especially like all those moments you definitely have to be super proud for a situation like that. Especially the song, bro. The song I can tell like it was genuine, you know? You didn't expect anything out of it. You were just trying to be an artist. Definitely take
yeah,
advantage of this opportunity. Like what you guys making an anthem, I'm on that for sure. As an artist, you owned up to the spot and you did what you had to do and that was what's up, bro. But
yeah.
I do gotta point out on your YouTube, you got the light skinned God himself. Your whole brand is everything is real and genuine, no fake reactions. So let me ask you, in a space where everybody's doing the most for the views, bro, why is authenticity so important to you?
Because you want, in my opinion, like I want people to fuck with me for me. I don't like. I see. I know that they're like it. However you got to get it. However somebody got to get it is how they get it. I'm not. I
Yeah,
don't never judge anybody about how they got to go do what they got to go do.
for sure.
But for me, I just know that like I want to be authentic with my people because I don't want you to like meet me in person and I'm a completely different person than what I am on camera because I feel like that's being fake towards the people who support me.
Yeah,
And that and how I look at the people who support me is like how I look at like my friends and family who support me. Like I'm not gonna go in here and be somebody I'm not, and they be like, because they gonna call me out on it. I will hope they do, because
yeah, yeah,
I expect them to be real friends and family and like call me out on that. But it's just the same like how I act around my actual people off camera. Like if I don't give y'all that person of me, I feel like it's just not genuine. It's not genuine at all, and
for
you want it
sure.
to be genuine.
For
Yeah.
sure. And speaking of that circle, like, do you feel like you have somebody in your circle or like family member that you know for a fact you gonna come to them with this situation or this idea, and they gonna tell you like, nah, bro, this ain't it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I got like my friend Davion, my friend Gio, James, um, my whole friend group because I don't hang around a lot of people. They whenever I need something like or have an opinion, I can always call them any time of night, anything for that. If I actually need opinion, then of course I got like my parents and my siblings. If I need something out of them, because I'm the youngest child,
Oh
so
wow.
like I always my older my older sisters too. I only have sisters, so I will call my older sisters if I need opinions on something or advice about something. They'll answer at any given moment.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire. The support system gotta be strong for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Like what speaking of like, coming up and having your family to support you, like what is something you feel like you struggled as a creator early on that your followers really don't even know about?
Um, I'll be honest. Honestly, like I think I still kind of struggle with it sometimes, but I feel like now I've become way more comfortable with, and that's actually like showcasing my music.
Mm.
Like because I have like hundreds of songs just unreleased that I've never dropped. Like, and this is from when I first started, and even to like last year. Like, there's so many songs that I have that I don't even display. But now I've been more comfortable with showing people like my versatility in my music and actually just showcasing it, whether people like it or not.
No,
So
definitely.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I definitely peeped that. I'm like, bro, you only got one song on his YouTube because I did want to, I hopped on the Apple Music and Spotify and everything. But I'm like, bro, you gotta make some more. Even to
yeah,
the new Naptown, like you gotta make a music video to that one. You know what I mean? But I understand
uh,
it's something you gotta get used to, and it's it's stepping stones to everything. Was there ever a moment where you almost quit? Like, fuck this, bro. I'm done.
yeah. Actually, it's crazy. Before Stream University, I had like 2,535 on TikTok, and then I
Okay.
only had like maybe 1,100 on Instagram. And I had told myself by the end of this summer that just passed, if I wasn't at like 10,000 on TikTok, I was gonna just give up on social media dreams and just finish college, continue at my job, and just go from there. That's honestly that was the plan. That was gonna be the plan. So
What?
yeah.
So what led you get in there? You think it was this like after streaming you're saying you got to the 10K? Or you were
No,
still
no.
hustling after?
After after I was at I want to say like 35 on TikTok and then like 30 something on Instagram. After Stream University, but before, yeah, like I was gonna I was gonna be done with this stuff if it didn't work out by then.
And
So
so
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. How do you feel now, right now, being that you hit your goals? What's the next goal for you?
The next goal for me, well, I answered the first one. Like how I feel now was like I'm glad I didn't give up. Because like God he was like, nah, don't give up yet. Like he was just telling me don't give up, it'll happen. And he put me in a predicament to be at where I'm at now. And my next goal, I want to say I have a couple goals that I want to hit. I want to get on the radar
Okay.
for like video. That'd be pretty cool. That's like a goal of mine. Get more into modeling. And my next goal is to try to hit, well, first I want to hit 50,000 on TikTok, but I want to hit 100K on a platform. But I know that'll come within due time. No matter how long the grind takes, if it takes 2 years to get there,
For
I'm
sure.
gonna grind out.
For
So
sure.
yeah, but that's
And that's the mentality you gotta have, bro. Like as long as you know you put in the work, there's no other option that's gonna happen. Basically, you're gonna make it or not. You know what I mean? But as long as you
yeah,
actually grinding to get there, like you're literally chasing for it. Why not, right?
yes sir, yes sir.
But before all of this, like I want and not including your family, right? Who believed in you before the numbers? Like, do you have that specific person in your community that you remember to this day? Is like, damn, he been with me since day one, and not somebody you know, like an
Yeah,
actual,
excluding
supporter.
um, I'm gonna say excluding family. I'm gonna say my bro Geo.
Right.
Um, geology shit. He's pretty popping off like as his own content creator too. Like he was the person I really kind of was hanging out with as like a close friend who like was on before like I met any of these other like bigger content creators. He was my closest friend and he had like 100K,
Fire.
125 or something like that on like TikTok, and we would just go places, bro. I'm outside with him, bro, and we would just go places, bro, and people would just stop us and be like, "Oh, snap, you're blah 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 blah." Like I used to like take pictures like for like
Oh, his
recordings and stuff.
supporters.
Yeah, like being behind the camera. Like I used to be behind the camera like filming some of his videos for him, like, and he was like, "Bro, you gonna get here, bro. I promise you, bro. Just keep grinding, bro. You gonna get here, bro." And then when it happened, bro, like after Stream University, bro, like it was ridiculous, bro. The talks that we be having, like, bro, remember back in, and I've been knowing him since elementary school, so and we've been like this ever since. So yeah,
That's tough.
yeah,
That's tough. I'm not gonna lie. Coming up together is the best thing because there's a lot of people out there that get to that point. It's like I've got everything, but I don't have nobody to enjoy it with. You know. So definitely
yeah,
having that person, because he saw you from the bottom. So that's
ah,
tough.
yeah.
So you do POV skits, reactions, storytelling. How do you even decide what type of video you're gonna make on any given day?
Honestly, it really just like it's based on I guess how I'm feeling that day. Like I really don't know how to explain it. Like sometimes I'll have like the when I sit in my car and sometimes or tell jokes and stuff like that. I'll it'll just be conversations I have with like my friend or something like that, or I'll be on the phone like one of my friends and I'll make a joke and I'll be like, bro, I'm about to make that like like a skit or something on like TikTok or something like that. Or if I made a song on stream and I'm really liking it, I might be like, all right, I'm about to go in here and like do some TikTok dances to do it or something like that. Like it really just depends on how I'm feeling that day, honestly.
Nah, that's tough. So it's more like a creativity thing. Like, oh, this is how I'm feeling, freestyling that. You're on
Yeah, yeah,
TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram, right?
yes, sir,
So
yes, sir.
what platforms feel like most like home to you?
Honestly, I'm gonna say Instagram because I've
Okay.
been having before. I think Instagram probably was my first social media like I've ever had, and I've always been on Instagram. So I want to say Instagram. Like I feel more like that's my like how could I put it? Like I don't like I'll put it like this. I text a lot of people on like Instagram. Like that's where I send like all funny videos to my friends and stuff like that, and
Networking.
yeah, networking. And on TikTok, I don't really like I don't text anybody on
Yeah, yeah,
TikTok or
yeah.
anything. active. Only time I'm active on TikTok, honestly, is to post. Like that's really it. But I be on Instagram dang near all day. So yeah.
Damn. So Instagram is more like an actual social app for you. So you don't post every day on TikTok?
Well, no, I do. I post like whatever I post on Instagram, I
Okay.
post on well, whatever I post on TikTok, like I post on Instagram. So I make all my TikToks, then I'll save them, then I'll post them to my Instagram. But like
You
when it
start on
comes to like
TikTok.
stories and stuff, yeah, because I edit it on TikTok. I edit all my things on TikTok. But when it comes to like where I'm active, most active, it'll be Instagram though, because I'm constantly posting on stories and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's fine. So you got
So you
40K on
got
TikTok, but your YouTube is still growing, right? Like what challenge? Because I'm going through this as well. Like what challenges is and you having like in translating that TikTok success over to other platforms or even your Instagram success?
I would say with me, I need to be a little bit more consistent with posting on YouTube, um, like YouTube shorts and stuff like that. Sometimes just totally slips my mind because of like I have like I guess I could say just the way that I kind of just post. I never was like, all right, I need to post on YouTube because it just wasn't there. Like I didn't even like
Got you.
I for a long time YouTube didn't even have like a shorts or like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
reels where you swipe by. So like I'm never really on YouTube other than to watch like flight reacts or somebody. Um, so I don't usually be on YouTube. So I got to figure out that algorithm
Got you.
myself too.
Got you.
So,
It's
yeah,
just like I said before, it's a step by step process, a learning curve. Once we master one platform, we hop onto the next one. I feel you. I feel
yeah.
you, bro. I feel you. Do you ever feel pressure to top your last viral? Like once you hit 1 million views, everything else just feels like nothing.
Um, hold on, wait. Ask that again.
Like when
Ask that.
you like for example, you've hit 1 million of views multiple times. So when you don't
Yeah.
hit that, how do you feel? Like are you always chasing that, or it's just like anything that's
I,
over a certain amount? Let's say for example, if we hit over 100K, it's still lit. But since you've gotten millions multiple times, is that something that you chasing? And if you don't get it, it's like they ain't this video wasn't it.
I'll say like I'm not. I look at it more like for right now. I know not every video is gonna be a banger like video. Like I feel like also it's up to the algorithm sometimes too. But I'll say like I won't I don't think I'm chasing the 1 million views every time or like to be viral every time because what I've realized or come to realize is that the videos that you want to go viral most of the time don't go viral. It'd be random videos. Like for me,
Yeah,
it's always been the random videos. I just never thought like I was just posting. I was just like, all right, this was kind of funny. Let me just post it, and
yeah,
then that'll be the one like that actually like actually blows up, and I'd be like, bro, I didn't even really. But okay, like I
yeah.
guess that works. So yeah,
That's the thing I don't get either. It's like I don't know if it's that we don't understand the algorithm, but it is always that random video. And then we even try to study that random video, but it's hard to study. It's like, what am I missing here? You know what I mean? As much as you study that video, I mean, obviously we created the video, but as much as you study, we can't actually get the exact thing that made it hit millions of views. So I get that a lot.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Um, I know you seen some crazy comments, bro. What's the most disrespectful comment you ever gotten, and how do you react to it?
Uh, let's see. Most disrespectful comment.
Something
I
that
mean,
really touched you, bro. Because I've had those comments. I'm not gonna lie. To the point where you start thinking like, should I even turn? I'm gonna turn off the comments. You never had that moment yet?
I'm
Ever?
trying to. I remember. I mean, I remember like I remember when I first had hit the dance with Kai, I had like a lot of people. They were like, "Bro, he's not even doing it right." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm nervous." I was nervous, like I was nervous. But I remember when that had happened, I would say like they was like, "Bro, he." I think the one that kind of made me like a little. I want to say like when I saw it, it made me a little bit upset. But it was multiple times people had texted. It was like, "Bro, like he's making us look bad." Like from
Oh
that,
shit, got you.
put us. But it was more. It really was. It was more love than
Mm-hmm.
hate though. So like I never really try to get too like I never really try to put my emotions into I guess I would say comments just
Yeah,
because I know it's like bro social media like whenever I look at a person's profile or something like that, like it tells me everything I need to know. So like me, I'm a jokester back. Like so like if you go say something about me, like it gotta be like I don't know, like it's gonna have to be something really good because
Yeah,
if not, bro, like I'll be ready to joke back or like rebuttal back. So
my boy
I'm not
ready to fire. Facts, facts. Because there'd
yeah.
be a lot of weirdos that like you got some nerve trying to comment, bro. And
Ah,
I
yeah,
feel
for
that.
sure.
But nah, obviously, like you're a non-problematic creator, bro. Like I'm pretty sure you don't get many hate comments. So like in a space full of drama, we know Twitch, Kick, or wherever you streaming as a drama field, right? Do you ever feel
Yeah.
like you're missing out on views by not being messy or by not being that extra creator?
I'll say what I've realized though, like for views, and just I know that like maybe it might hit as me reacting to certain like things. Like I don't know if you know an artist named Nine Vicious, but he had this thing going on with my friend Gio,
Okay.
and they were like I guess he had pushed him or slapped him or something like that, and I had reacted to that, but that's my homeboy though, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna like stand up for him, and I was like, I said he looked like I said Nine Bitch looked like sexy red or something like that. I was like, it was just funny, but at the end of the day, bro, I don't really be taking like I'm not gonna take internet beef or internet drama too serious because it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
internet. Like
Exactly.
I don't if people want me like I reacted to like the Georgiana and Caribou thing. She's from Indiana, so I feel like I need to react to that. But most of the time, I kind of like I'm gonna give my honest opinion, but at the end of the day, I just want people to know like I truly genuinely don't care though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
I let like while I'm reacting to it, I give my opinions, but then at the end of it, I'll be like, but honestly, y'all, like I said in the last one when I was reacting to Georgiana, I said honestly, I really could care less or really don't give a I really
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
care because it has nothing to do with me. It's not helping me get paying my bills, do anything like that. So I don't care. Yeah.
So like
So
and that's in that instance right there, like do you feel like you missing out on anything by not caring as much? Like let's say for example, they are a community out there. There are some people out there that would want you to care, and it's like, oh, this nigga don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I mean? Had he would have gave a fuck, maybe I would have fucked with him a little bit more. You know?
I mean, I put it like this: if you are a person who like, if you feel like me not caring about internet beef or internet drama, and you feel like I should care, or you feel like I would have messed with you a little bit more if he did care, I just don't care because it's just not my morals. Like it's not my morals to care. I'm not going to care. So like I can't really care about how other people are going to feel about how I feel about something.
So
I mean, I've always been like that though.
so let's spice it up a little bit because I've kind of got a lot of like a little hate train at a moment for this specific situation. I kind of want to get your opinion. I'm gonna ask everybody when they hop on here. And I'm not gonna speak on the specific situation anymore, but I do want your opinion. So we're talking about
Okay.
the Zoe Spencer and Nina
Yeah.
situation. I'm like, my question is, how do you feel about the situation as far as what they're saying is called SA?
Oh, I actually haven't seen that situation or read up about it like that because I that type of stuff doesn't usually come around my like for you page or anything like that or
Got you.
on my top because I like even the stuff I watch is not about internet beef so I don't I think I saw something about it but I literally probably scrolled right past it
Got you.
could you fill me in a little bit more about like
I mean, we
what's
would have to actually react to the video, but just the guy got essayed by Nina and Zoe Spencer. But besides that, you didn't see it, so we're not gonna dive too much into it. I just wanted your opinion on it. But did you meet Nina at Streamer University?
yeah Nina's cool
Cool,
yeah
cool peoples. Cause that's
yeah
so
she's
we're
cool.
now that's speaking of university. That's what we're gonna get to. Let's talk Streamer University. How did you even end up being a part of that? Walk me through your application process. Talk to me about it, brother.
So crazy thing is like I wasn't gonna apply at first because like I looked at it, I was like, bro, it's about to be so many people, bro. There's no chance
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting in it. Bro. Like Like I was like there. I was at work. Like I was at work. I was talking to my coworker Jay, and I was like, bro, I got an idea, like some like video I can make, but I don't even know like if I'm gonna make it because I don't like, bro. It's like 7 million applications, bro. What?
Yeah.
Like no, bro. Like and he was telling me he was just like, bro, like you never know, bro. He was like, bro, just try it, bro. You're funny, bro. Just try it. Like you might get in. I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna try it, bro. Just because you want me to. I was like, he kept telling me to
Damn,
try. Like he just post. I was like, all right,
bro,
I'm gonna
that's
do it.
W Mans right there.
Yeah, bro. That's how the video made now. Like when I posted it, I was like, all right, bro, we just go see, bro. I don't even think it's gonna go that crazy. But then like I had checked like an hour later. The shit was like, because I know when my video gonna go crazy
Yeah,
just off
yeah,
of the view.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm like 10,000 views. Hold on, wait, bro. This might go somewhere. But then it had just start going like, it started reaching numbers. I like the way it was going. I was like, bro, I've never had a video like this. Like that was my highest view video. I'm like, oh shit. But even then, when that hit his peak, I was like, all right, I might not still get in though. Like I don't even
Yeah.
know. And I
Uh,
almost, I almost thought, I almost really did think I wasn't gonna get in because my name wasn't even called on the board because somebody had took my video and put it on their application.
no way.
Bro. And his
So they
manager Bree,
used that name, that
yeah,
whoever,
bro,
like that guy.
they used a different name. They used a different name, but they used my video.
But how'd you know? Like, how'd you know all that happened?
Because like I was actually at the movie theaters watching the stream when he was announcing people, so I wasn't even paying attention to the movie. So my name was, and I was like, damn, all right, cool. So I was just like, all right, on to next steps. I was like, I hit 10K, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep going with it, whatever. Keep going with my regular content. But then his manager had hit me up, or assistant, not manager, assistant Bree. She had hit me up on Instagram, and she had texted me. It was like, we are so deeply sorry about that. Somebody used your name, use your video under their name, and we had got it all figured out, and I just wanted to let you know, congratulations, you made it in. And I thought it was fake at first, and then I went like through her page and checked. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is like real. And it was crazy. Yeah.
Nah, that's fucking nuts, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That might have been one of the craziest application stories. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Like you literally just got all you you felt defeated. And what was it like the next day?
It was like the next day or the day. Yeah, it was like the next day.
What was going through your
Yeah.
head, bro? What like it was on you was reading this, right? What was going
At
through your
first,
head, bro?
like, nah, there's no way I'm being pranked right now. Like I
Yeah.
was like I'm being punked. I'm like, bro, I'm being pranked. I was like, nah, there's no way. Then I start diving in deeper into it. I even hit up my friend Gio. I hit up my friend Gio, and I started talking to his manager. He was like, all right, yeah, let me check her page out. He was like, oh no, this is real. Like this is real. So I was at my mom's house. I was at my mom's house, and I had just ran out the house, ran back in. Like I was ran out the house screaming, ran back in, and then like I had got on the floor, got on my knees, and started praying, bro.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
started like and
Facts.
start crying. I can't lie.
Yeah, thank God. That was tough, bro. Nah, that's tough. That really, I mean, it was an experience that you got to experience, bro. Nobody got to experience your experience, so that's tough, bro. And you said you was nervous around Kai first, right? Like when you made that video, what actually made you nervous? Like, is he a regular dude? Like, what is it about, bro? Does he
Yeah,
have that aura glow around him? Is he one of
I
those?
I say most definitely. He has like the aura around him, and yeah, like it was because it was Kai Cenat too.
Yeah,
But really, what made me nervous was like when I looked in his stream, bro, and how many people, bro,
it's
was
different.
in the stream. I was like, oh, this
Different.
is almost a million people looking at me, bro. Like,
He should have never looked, bro. Should have just kept flowing, right?
bro, I was like, this is crazy.
Like, how'd you even overcome that? Like, to be able to, like, yo, bro, let's make this video because you got multiple videos with bro. You know what I mean? You even ended up teaching him to dance. Like, I don't know why they were saying you wasn't representing Indianapolis. Like, you the only nigga from Indianapolis out there doing a jiggy with Castanet. Like, ain't nobody else could say they did that, bro. So, like, what was it like? You said, fuck that, I got to take advantage of this opportunity, or was it just natural, like genuine? He pulled up and showed love. Or he showed you love? Like, how'd it go?
So I had kind of had like ideas like before going there, like
Mm.
because I only had 72 hours. Not maybe even less than that. I only had like two
From when
days
you heard that you were accepted or that you was gotta go.
because I got let known on Sunday, and we had to leave on Wednesday,
Got you.
and figuring out like work shit. I'm figuring out like packing. I'm like, oh snap! Like I got to figure out what am I gonna go and do there that's gonna set me apart from anybody else. What can I go and do that's gonna like bring views to myself also from my city? I was like, all right, we got our dance. Okay, cool.
Got you.
I
That's
was
smart.
going like when we was waiting in line and he was letting everybody in, introducing everybody. Like the first time, I was like, "All right, Ben, I'm going in there and I'm shouting out 317. I'm hitting the jiggle 8 because I know that's going to be a clip.
That's fire.
That
That's
was one
fire.
thing I knew was going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was premeditated. That was fire. That was fire.
Mhm.
That was fire. So the jiggy, did you were already nice at it, or you started practicing 72 hours before? Like, nah, I gotta make sure I got it if I'm gonna represent. Or you already knew you had to be in for Indianapolis.
I already knew I had it, but I did mess it up when I went in there because I like you can't be stiff doing it,
Gotcha.
and like when I got nervous, I'm like shaking. I'm like, all right, like I'm stiff. I can
Yeah.
barely move. Nah, I was already nice at it because I've been on that dance for years now.
Damn,
So yeah,
that's a throwback right there. I thought it was a new dance. I ain't gonna lie.
that
That's throwback right there.
jiggling
That's
was
middle
made
school
like
days.
it was made like 2008, 2009.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
In
that.
New York, we got something like kind of like that. We used to get light back in those days, like in 2008. I don't know if you ever heard of that getting light, but we used to get light and shit. Not everybody what they do now what's the drill music dance they be doing? I forgot what it's called in New York.
Sturdy.
Yeah, they be getting sturdy now. Yeah. Damn, I felt like Unk right there. That's crazy. But now back to the street with you. Like out of all the classes, out of all the lessons that you learned, what was the most valuable one that you use right now?
Um, I'm gonna be honest. I'll say the most helpful class was agents. To learn how to like monetize yourself and to try to get brand deals and stuff like that, sponsoring and actually how to like get monetized. I'll say that was probably the best class, most beneficial class. I'll say one thing I learned is like you gotta really like you gotta really grind and really want it, and it's everything's gonna take time. And networking is key.
Got you.
I'll say networking is key. Yeah.
Got you. You learned that at Streamer you felt like that's when your eyes really open to the whole networking shit. Cause honestly, my eyes is opening to it now. Like I was one of those
Yeah.
like fuck that, I'm gonna do this on my own, but you can't, bro. You gotta network. Was that the very moment where you like, oh shit, connections really matter?
I'll say like I knew about networking before. Like
Yeah, of
I
course.
because my mom she had put me in like we have like mentorship and stuff programs
Oh,
here for
fire.
like kids and stuff like that. So I was in a thing called COD and Botillion and stuff like that. So like I knew networking was key, but to like maybe more so like to a different extent of things. Like I'm thinking for me like I wanted to do like real estate and stuff like that. So I'm like my networking. I want to network with. I hate to say it. I wanted to network with like families, and I also wanted to network with people who also are in the real estate like stuff
Yeah, of
like that, especially people of my color too.
course.
That was one thing I was like, okay, I know when I do that, I want to network in that, and it was just a whole different type of networking and a different like different category of it. But I knew once I got there, I was like, oh snap, like these aren't just these are like I hate to say it like this, but these are very successful people,
Yeah.
and it's a different level of networking at that point. It's like it's really different because they say what is it your net worth is your network or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
That's and I was like, man, I need to. I've been looking. Funny Mike was there. I'm like, shit. I've been watching you before I was. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
this is ridiculous. Like I see him every morning. Like he's in the same hallway. I'm like, bro. Like I
Dap him
gotta make
up.
sure bro. Yeah, bro. Like I was like, bro. Like that's like I'm looking at these dudes. Like I'm looking at these dudes. Like I don't like. I'm looking at these dudes. Like bro. Like, do y'all know who y'all are? Like,
22 Savage, bro.
yeah, bro, like, bro, what? Like, this shit's
I
crazy.
watched Funny Mike's 22 Savage Day, bro. He used to act like 21 Savage. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. But we gotta get into the spicy stuff, man. Like real talk. What's something that happened at Streamer U that people still don't know about? Like, what didn't make the stream?
Honestly, I don't. Um, I think everything honestly made the streams though. I don't think there was nothing there that wasn't on camera.
Okay.
Um, I think every moment from Streamer U, like everything there was on camera. Like I don't think there was no points missed because I was streaming. I know just for me, I was streaming 24 hours straight. So I know like everybody else was streaming 24 hours straight. Like
Gotcha.
so I don't think there was no moments missed,
Yeah.
honestly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I heard people saying it was Streamer You was a fuck fest. There was sex parties, wild shit going on. What actually went down? Was it really like that?
It was no. Like I don't know why people think that like it people's camera like everybody like everybody had their cameras on, bro. There was
Yeah.
no time for that. Like, if you weren't either clipping, posting, or on your stream,
Yeah. You
even though
sleep?
like what are you anything else, anything other than unless you're sleep like waiting for the next day, but even getting sleep, too much sleep. I was getting like 3 hours of sleep every night. Like I was not going for that. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
Wasn't
I
missing out
don't.
on nothing.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't know where that even came from
That's
because it
crazy. I mean, being
like there
that
was
you
no time.
slept, you only slept 3 hours. I can imagine you seen it all. So if you saying that
Yeah.
that's it wasn't that, it gotta be that. You know what I mean? But you definitely were around some of the biggest streamers in the game, bro. So we gotta get into that. Was there anyone who disappointed you, like off camera, they weren't what you expected?
Um. Uh, nah. I think everybody was cool. I know like the first 2 days, like I feel like maybe the first 2 days it was a little different, like trying to meet these people because like, I don't know you and
Yeah,
you don't know me. I think like once everybody like got comfortable around each other, then it nobody really disappointed anybody to come and talk to you, or if you wanted a conversation with somebody, they'd talk to you.
yeah.
So yeah.
So anybody who surprised you in a good way, where like they was even cooler off camera.
Um, let's see. I would say Chicklet. I remember talking to him. Like I used to watch his videos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
With him and
hey
his wife, like
shorty. Yeah,
they are hilarious. I had talked to him. He was actually um one of the people I talked to, him and Ben Nadon. It was down in the basement, and this was like after I was receiving a lot of hate comments, and I had asked him like, just like what do I do about it and stuff like that, and they were giving me advice and stuff. But he was pretty cool. Like I thought he had, I thought he would maybe be like mean or something like that,
yeah,
but he not really cool though. He was really cool. Yeah.
that's tough. That's tough. My boy from New York, man. Shout out Chicklet, bro. But was there anyone that you felt like was trying to suppress you or keep you from shining in there?
Uh, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the only thing I was like, I asked DDG for a feature, and
Okay.
he was like, he charged me like $3 million, bro, like 10,000 gifted subs. I was like, bro, what, bro?
Nah, that
I
was that
was like,
was I see. I think I see that clip. That was a good clip, bro. That was a good clip.
yeah, yeah, bro.
So you made that streamer you anthem with Yana, right? Now
Mhm.
she's collabing with all the top streamers. I've seen Yana everywhere.
Yeah,
Marlon,
bro.
Lacey, Neon. How do you feel? How do you feel watching that? Like, do y'all even still keep in touch?
Yeah, I actually just talked to Yana not like a couple days ago, and also I hung out with Yana when we were in LA for TwitchCon. So,
Fire,
bro, when I
fire.
be seeing that, bro, I'd be happy for Yana because I like actually know her and I'd be talking to her and stuff like that, and she's a very good person. So, like, she deserves all of that, good, bro. Yeah,
Fire. Fire.
very
Nah, yeah,
genuine.
you could tell. You could tell she's like you said, she's deserving of it, man. She's been grinding, man. She's the best one community. Do you feel like streaming you graduates got what they was promised? Like, did it actually change your career in the way you thought it would?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the like especially back at home too, like I feel like a lot of the opportunities I'm getting it wouldn't have been for Stream University.
Mm,
So like yeah, I'm supposed to be I know next week King Sid's coming down here to Indiana, and I'm supposed to be uh doing something with like I know they're having a I don't want to like spoil it, but
nah,
they're
nah, don't,
having like
don't, don't, don't spoil it, bro. But yeah, you linking up with King Sid.
yeah, bro, having some content down here. King Sid and Jay Wonder, and I'm ready for that.
That's fine. That's
So
fine. And just to throw that out there, I am from Miami, so hey, if you want to connect me with King Sid, bro, we could do that too, man. You know what I mean? But hey,
got you.
what was the like besides the the whole the fuck fest situation? Any misconceptions people had about Streamer University that you would like to clear up?
Yeah. I feel like I know some people like when they see me, like just even my friends when I came back, but I know when people see me still, they ask me, they be like, "Was everything scripted at Streamer University?" And when I tell them no, they're like, "That's crazy. So how did all of that happen?" I'm like, if you want, I'm not gonna say it's scripted. Like how everything was set up, like the classes and where we were supposed to be at. Like everybody had like their own schedules. Like yeah, that stuff was like yeah, you were supposed to be there, but everything
Yeah,
that was happening is off the top of the head. There nobody had like a script or knew like had something to say at this time or
it's improv.
no,
Yeah,
it all was improv. Like
yeah.
everything there that you guys saw was all off the head. Like that, none of that was scripted. So yeah,
So it's
yeah.
more. I mean, obviously everybody's. So and this is like from my understanding, because I like analyzing everything on the backhand. Everybody was put in a specific place for a reason. Everything else after that, obviously, got to be improv. But you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But I think like what people don't understand is like it's happening because of how everything was placed. You know what I mean? So this
yeah,
teacher
yeah.
is there, and that person's or that student is there because they know that that combination is gonna make a viral clip. You know what I mean? And I think that's what people don't get to understand. They feel like everything is like a script that I'm reading off of versus just I'm improving with you and he's improving with me and we click and that's just it just looks so good that you might have thought that it was scripted.
Yeah, I mean, I think even then, I think like the classes were, I think how people were placed in classes were also random too.
Oh
It was
yeah,
just going on like how many people we have.
yeah.
It probably was like I want to put maybe like a couple big names in these classes, but I think it was more so um like we have this many people, so we need to split them up a certain way. I don't think that. I mean, I could be wrong, of course,
Mm-hmm,
but I
mm-hmm.
don't know if um certain people were placed like in certain classes because they thought it was going to be funny because everybody had to go to every class. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Got you, got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Everybody got to go to class anyway. Looking back at it, would you do
yeah.
it again? Did you apply?
Oh yeah, I would apply again. I would, but I would say I mean, like if I did apply and Kai like was like, yeah, you like we want you to come back, that would be pretty cool. But I also would want somebody also from my hometown to
An
get that
opportunity?
opportunity. Yeah, to get that opportunity. But I would take the opportunity if it was handed to me though. Yeah.
Of course, of course. Anything you think you do differently this time?
Yeah. Well, I would say probably I'd probably do like 2 times as much networking as I did the first time,
Got
probably.
you.
But I can't really say that because I got a lot out of it. I got a lot out of it that a lot of other people didn't. I feel like so I wouldn't say I probably do some like anything different. I wouldn't. I don't know if I would say that for that one. But next time it would probably be like just
More
certain
of.
little tweaks. Yeah, just more of maybe. But yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. You feel like did it create any pressure for you? Like now I have to blow up since I went to Streamer University.
Yeah, sometimes I do feel like that sometimes like I have to, but at the same time I kind of already felt like that before. Like I
Mm-hmm.
felt like I was like I have to. Like this is something I've always wanted. Like I feel like this is my calling. So I mean it's a little bit more pressure, but I feel like it's something I could do though. Yeah.
Anybody from the alumni you feel like is definitely gonna blow up for sure.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like my friend Avery, I feel like she's probably gonna she's most definitely gonna blow up. Just because of her mindset, just really getting to know her more. My friend Janet, um, I think he's gonna blow up for sure because he's hilarious. But I think honestly, I feel like everybody there is gonna blow up in one way or another just
Yeah,
because of how talented everybody
yeah.
is.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. Do you feel like there's any competition between the alumni?
I hope not. Um, I don't.
You don't
I don't
think
know. I
it's
don't
like
want.
a race to who makes it first?
I mean, maybe for others, but for me, no, because I feel like all of that comes with like it's God's timing. So you can't
Yeah,
really that. Like if it's not your time, it's just not your time till it's your time. Um, but I don't know. I mean, maybe for other people there might be like some competition, but I mean, I don't think I'm in competition with anybody other than myself. So
of
yeah.
course. That's tough. So you making music, bro. Is music the main goal or streaming the priority?
Uh, both. I would say both. Music is more of my passion, though. I will say, music is something I've always been in since I was a kid. So
Yeah.
I I do I want to be very tapped into the music, but I do love streaming too. So I would say both are really my main priorities.
Do
They
you
kind of
do you,
tie in.
do you
Tie
see
in
yourself
together.
as a streamer who makes music or an artist who streams? What's your primary identity, bro?
Mm. Well, I would have to say now, like I think my primary identity would be streaming. Um,
Who makes music?
yeah, but I would more so want to be like I guess
An artist who
well,
streams.
I mean either one. It don't to me
I
it,
mean,
it
I
wouldn't
mean,
really matter.
it, yeah. Eventually, you're gonna cross both paths. But what do you feel like you are right now in your career? The streamer who
For
makes music, or you're an artist who just streams?
I think I'm an artist that streams because I've always been
An artist.
an art. I've
Gotcha.
always been an artist when it came to music and stuff like that. That was just my first. Ever since I was a kid, that was just my first thing. So yeah, yeah.
That's fine. If you could collab with anybody,
With anybody.
any artist, who you picking right now?
I got two. Like right now,
Right now,
um, I'm gonna go Chris Brown and Drake.
tough, tough.
Yeah,
Those are great decisions. Those
yeah.
are great decisions. Chris Brown and Drake. Why Chris Brown though?
Well, because he's the closest thing to Michael Jackson, and
Mm,
I've always idoled Michael Jackson and Chris Brown and Drake. But Chris Brown though, just because he's the definition of an artist. Like he does so many things great. So yeah, bro. Like
so you could
yeah,
put
and
everything he's done past that due to his artist, like due to his craft. Remember the Rihanna photo?
oh, I mean, yeah, yeah. I feel like in that situation though, I mean, he was a kid at the time, and he's done a lot of growing, and he can admit his mistakes, and
Hmm.
he. It's not like he denied it or he didn't,
Yeah,
give out an apology or grow
I mean it was
from it.
it's too hard to deny, bro. Face was crazy. But nah, I fuck with Breezy too, man. But how do you feel like just because you said big comparison to MJ? How do you feel about the weekend?
Oh yeah, I mess with the weekend. The weekend fire.
Fire.
His music, yeah, his music is tough. His music is tough. The weekend's fire.
That's tough. That's tough. So you're 21. You got your whole career ahead of you. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
Um, just I like to think about that because people always ask that, but
Yeah,
I mean, if it was up to me, if I could see myself somewhere, it'd probably be I would love to be bigger in the artist and streamer industry. I see myself being able to take care of my immediate family, making sure that they're straight and
for sure.
shoes in a nice house, maybe
For sure.
decent house, car. So yeah,
Drive
that's
a nice
that's
car. For sure.
yeah, yeah. But
For
that's
sure.
but like I say, though, like people ask that, but even then, in 5 years, I don't know wherever God wants me to be at that time.
Yeah.
That's probably the best answer I could give to that though.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's tough, bro. That's tough. My biggest advice to that though would be like me being unk at 21, bro. The best thing you could do is definitely have a goal for that 5 year to 3 year, and really
Yeah.
plan everything else around that. You know what I mean? Even though you don't
Now,
get it, if you do, you know what I mean? Either way, you're gonna win because this is
I
something you're chasing towards. You know what I mean? And everything is just building. Like the bricks are only gonna come when you actually have something you're building for. You know? You can't build something you don't know what you're building.
I would say for 5 years though, I would want a Grammy.
Oof.
That or BET award.
I'm not gonna lie,
Those two.
bro. You have it all, and this is just me sidetracking. Like I got my notes, but you got it all, bro. You got the artist look. You got the streamer vibes. You got the energy. Like when I was doing my research on you and I'm like, nah, this guy got it. The only thing I feel like you need is like that hunger. Like, nah, this is me. I'm taking over and just consistency. I gotta see like, bro, like me for example. Like you gotta think about it. We all in competition. I know you don't want to look at it like that, but you gotta look at somebody like me. Oh, if I posted 5 times, nah, I'm posting 10 times. You know what I mean? That's literally the world we live in, bro. And especially like for me and you, for example, we all we need is the opportunity. All we need is the right eyes, and it's over. And that's how I feel about you, bro. Like you got it, but you just gotta put some more. Nah, this is me. I need it. Like I don't really see the hunger from you. You know what I mean? I need you to be like, nah, this is me. Songs, videos, tracks, streams, everything. You know what I mean? Like you. I feel like you comfortable with your Instagram videos, the reels and the TikToks. And don't get me wrong, you killing it, bro. But I feel like you got so much potential, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You got so much potential, bro. You in the right lane and everything. You just gotta apply that pressure and take over. That's all you
Yes,
missing,
sir.
bro. So
I
what's
appreciate
your
that.
what's your ultimate goal? Like what's your definition of making it for you?
Uh, honestly, bro, I told myself like as long as my family is okay, my like I have a nephew. His father died when he was one. He's 3 years old. So I know like I want to be the person, male role model that he could look up to. I don't really want him to have to worry about anything.
Fire.
I want to make sure my sisters are okay. My mom and dad have a beautiful life while they're getting older. Um, and I think in just to not have to worry about, how could I put it, like worry about stress about bills and stuff like that. I want to just be able to just live. That's I think that'll let me know like when I make it. Like I
Yeah.
That's really for me. That's really like now I know I'm like also if I was to like get a Grammy, get a BET award or something like that, or working with certain artists, like I'll be like okay yeah. But until then
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
I yeah, I think that's my definition of making it though.
That's fire, bro. Of course, it always starts with family, bro. Always gonna start with family because you gotta think about it. Family's the motivation at the beginning, and we're not gonna feel motivated or inspired till we actually fulfill that for our families. I'm not gonna lie. So we gonna soon wrap it up because I know I got Avery waiting, but I do got a couple more questions before we end. And this is for like my community, for everyone watching who wants to make content but hasn't even started. What's the real advice? Not the motivational bullshit, like the actual truth that you want to give to these people. If you was talking to your 3-year-old nephew right now when he's 10 and he's about to spark up the stream for the first time.
Just you know, I know people always say consistency, but I think people don't really go into like depth of it.
Yeah.
I think like yeah, I feel like consistency is a great thing to tell people is to be consistent, which I feel like it is. I feel like you want to be consistent, and I wouldn't look at views. That's one thing I'll say. Don't always when you're
Mm.
first starting off, don't look at views because once you get tied into views, you're gonna want to quit. Like you're gonna be like, or I'm not even getting a lot of views, or don't look at that. You want to keep going and keep being consistent because the more you push your face out there, the more people are going to see you. They're going to have to see you then.
True.
So I would say that is a big thing, but I think being consistent is like more so to train yourself to always do that. Because if it's going to be a job, you gotta consistently, like how you consistently wake up. You have a schedule. You wake up, you brush your teeth, get ready, go to work, then come back home and you repeat and you repeat and you repeat and you repeat it. You got to treat it like a job. So I think that's what people mean by consistent. You got to
Yep.
consistently go and do the same thing every day. Um, I will also say invest in your craft because that's something that I'm taking. Like I'm taking that advice and I've been trying to do more and more and more of like just whenever I can invest into something that has to do with my craft, I will do it. So yeah, I would say those are probably my two biggest things: consistency and then investing in your craft.
That's tough. And that's some great advice. And I appreciate it because like I said, my community. That's what we're about, bro. I want to inspire the people to get better, and actually for them to understand that anybody could do this. You know, if it's really something
Yeah.
that you want to do, let's do it. Cause it's so many gems out there, bro. I know you know so many homeboys that's hilarious, or just have the great personality. You be like, yo, bro, if you spark up, it's lit for you, bro. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, obviously, the finance is always gonna play a factor. It's not easy to go buy a PC, but you definitely want to inspire people to even save up to get to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I've been saving up for a new. I'm trying to save up for a new gaming setup and system myself, bro. So yeah,
One advice that I would give you on that, and I know you said you like you're not on it right now, and this is just based off my experience, bro. In 1 month, you can probably
Mhm.
get that on YouTube. Being that you
Yeah,
have the name and just um you could run with it. The opportunity's there. Obviously, the first couple uploads gonna take a while, but you already have a channel that you could work with. But I tell you right now, it's possible, bro. You just gotta be patient,
yeah,
bro. But it's definitely possible if you really, put the same time and effort that you put to Instagram on TikTok onto YouTube, bro. It's
yeah.
it's different. It's different. It's definitely
Okay, bet.
different. What's one thing you wish people understood about you?
Uh, let's see. Mm, that man, I think I want people to understand about me.
Or
Uh,
let's say more people. Some people might already understand this about you, but let's say something that you would like. For example, for me, I speak aggressively, so I like to let people know that I'm not being angry or I'm not mad. Like this is just how I speak coming from New York. You know what I mean? What would be something for you like you would want people to understand more for you, about yourself?
uh, that I have my. I feel like I have my own way of thinking. Um, in certain situations and with certain like just how I'm gonna do something. Like some people are like, why you deciding to do it like that? Is because that's just my way of thinking. That's just how I
Mm-hmm.
think. It's just best gonna fit out for me. Like it might be harder than the way you're telling me to do it, but I just know this is just how I think. This is how I think I should do it because I feel like that's one thing. Like one thing I would want people to know I have a different way of thinking. Yeah,
That's tough.
a method to my madness. I guess that's what I just say. A method to my madness.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
mean, it's something that you've known about yourself, and I think that's the important part, bro. Like being able to be aware of certain shit. You know what I mean? And that's tough. What does it mean for you to be a part of like this new wave of young creators breaking out? Or do
man.
you even
I
feel
mean,
like you are a part of it?
I know. I feel like I am. Um, it means a lot to me, especially for like the way that I got there and stuff like that, and how I'm going and how I'm going to get it, and I think that it's a yeah yeah I like being a part of it though. Yeah,
That's
fuck
fire.
with it.
So any advice? So these are the last two questions for me. So one of them would be like, any advice for me, my brother? That's me. I don't know if you've done some research on me, but I do. My community is called the Official Society. I like to break down streaming news, internet news, try to give people analysis on how everything works, and really just teaching them that we could do the same thing. You know what I mean? That's really the most important part about it. Like I want people to know like you can go out there and start a streaming career or a YouTube career, and this is how it works. Learn the basis of it, or even the more complicated parts about it. But just based off this interview, and I like interviewing interviewers as well. I'm interviewing streamers as well, getting the insights. And that's kind of the lane I'm going towards. You know what I mean? Being that you've been a part of you've seen top creators, you've been a part of Streamer University, and still in connection, and still in talks with other big streamers. You know what I mean? Talking Yana, King Sid. What's some advice you would give to me, as far as in the lane that I'm going towards, and everything that you witnessed today, and everything that we've done?
Man, just keep being yourself. I fuck with you. We was in the last thing together, bro. You a cool person, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only thing I would say is just, bro, just continue doing what you're doing, bro. Keep being yourself, bro, and bro, we all gonna make it, bro.
Facts.
Just be consistent.
Facts.
Bro. That is it, bro.
Love you, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro. So, last question: where can people find you? Plug everything in. This is your moment, my brother.
You can find me on all platforms at recently SHI. So REECENTLY on all platforms, all platforms, all platforms.
Fire. I appreciate you pulling up, bro. This was so fire. To everybody watching, that was my boy Reese. Go run it up on his numbers, man. And the official society is out, my brother. I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Bro, and like I said, bro, any questions you have on the YouTube joint, hit me up, bro. Like the method is
For sure.
SEO, bro. The method is SEO. That's all you need to know, bro. But I'm telling you, that shit get you some chicken, bro. For real.
Okay, babe.
Keep
I'm
doing
gonna
your
hit you up for
thing.
something.
Nah, yeah, definitely. We gotta stay in contact, bro.
Okay. All right then, Brody. Hey, I'm gonna talk to you later, bro.
Got it, brother.
Peace out.
That was W stream, chat. W stream, chat. Let's make sure we get back in here. We got Avery coming up next. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Well, let's see if she's ready. Let's see if she's ready. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Let's look at the number. Who's tuned in right now? Okay, okay. Got 3 likes in this bit. Let's get it. Avery, can you hear
Can
me?
you hear me? I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Let's go. You ready for you got your camera on? Just checking
Yeah, let
in.
me turn it on right
Do your thing.
now.
Take your time. Take your time.
I stay having technical issues. My chat already be knowing.
You good.
How are you today?
I'm good. How you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm good.
What you was into? What you was getting into before the just been home? You had work.
Yeah, I had work earlier. I got off at a pretty decent time. Hold on, let me turn off my camera for OBS. That's probably what's going on right now.
Do your thing. Take your time. Take your time. I appreciate you for this, anyways.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me on here.
For sure.
Oh shit. 1 second. Okay, okay, cool. All right, I think we got it working
Let's
now. Okay, okay,
go.
cool. I'm really
Nice
stressed
setup with
out.
the AMP in the back. Let's go. Beautiful setup.
Yeah, I gotta represent. I'm still working on it though. I just moved to my new spot, so
Oh yeah, you
yeah,
still out
still
in
working on
LA
it.
though?
Yeah, I grew up out in LA, so that's where I'm from.
Yeah, we gonna get into all
Yeah,
that. We gonna get into all that. Don't
okay,
worry, don't worry.
okay.
Tonight we are joined by someone on the internet. The internet has been watching very closely, Avery. She's
Yeah.
just not a creator. She's a presence. She's raw. She's confident, unfiltered, in the most way. So let's get into it. We got Avery in the building. How you feeling, Avery?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for that intro.
For
That was
sure.
super dope.
For sure. For sure. I appreciate you pulling up. For everybody who don't know yet, I want you to give us a quick 30-second pitch. Who is Avery Iman?
Who's Avery Mon? Avery Mon is definitely this outgoing, driven, motivating, um, not scared to be herself in any room, dope, fly, smart, all that, go getter, pretty much you name it.
I heard you.
And yeah, that's who I am, honestly. That's the best way I could put it.
Nah, I definitely love that. Very confident, very LA energy. Has that always been, or did you have to build that up?
I had to build that. I definitely had to build that. So I guess I would describe myself like just growing up. My parents, they were definitely, they allowed me to be myself, which I love that. I was always at times I would feel like I was definitely quiet until you got to know me. So you had to break me out of my shell because I'm very observant. So I like to read the room, and once I
Facts.
get comfortable around people and stuff, that's when you start to see my energy. But even as a kid, I've always wanted to do content growing up. Like I have old YouTube videos. If y'all find it, y'all find it. But um, yeah, just with me just wanting to do this. Like so, now that I'm in a position I am in, it feels unreal, and I'm just here to kind of motivate others to It's not that easy. Like, I feel like over time, just learning, going through growing pains and stuff, I had to build my confidence.
For real.
I struggle with like mental health, all that. I talk about it here and there on my stream, stuff like that too. And I feel like I'm not afraid now to, me being older, I'm not afraid to speak on it, because I know there's a lot of people who are in my position or wouldn't even know that they used to be in my position and be like, man, I don't think I could do this,
Yeah.
because over time I had to like, just
It
get to where I
takes
am today.
it
So,
takes it takes time. It takes experiences. It
exactly.
takes some,
Hmm.
falling and getting back up. For sure, for
Of
sure.
course.
And it's
Yeah.
cool that you preach it on stream because you could be saving a lot. I mean, those people that actually listen, because you're gonna have those people that have to learn within their own
Hmm.
experiences. But it's cool
Of
to relate
course.
that message,
Yeah.
and for those who are listening, they actually get to learn from your experiences.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. You rep LA really heavy. How's the creator scene
I
out there? Like, is
do.
is it easier or harder being surrounded by all that content energy?
It depends on what type of personality you have. For me, like, I just one thing about me, I know if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna make it happen. So
Yeah.
at first, yes, I was nervous. I'm like, I don't know, as far as like modeling, making content, all that stuff. I'm like, man, like, I don't know if this gonna work out, but I know we're gonna try it and see where it goes from here. And the biggest thing I had to learn too was the fear of, you looking stupid is holding you back. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, just to describe that and stuff and go into depth, just mainly like, say if you only have like 10 followers, 15, 20, 100, however many you think these people are not watching you and stuff, if you continue to be consistent, I'm telling you, it's all going to work out. Like, and then you just have to just do whatever makes you happy. Like, people, the internet is toxic, but it's also a good side to it. And I feel like right now, like, I'm healing like a younger version of myself that always wanted to do this. So
That's
yeah.
beautiful. That's a beautiful analogy too, because a lot of people gotta feel that they kind of like get rid of that little kid. Like, you can't never get rid of
Hmm.
that little kid inside, man. And
Yeah,
speaking of that, like,
definitely.
let's go back. Like, who was Avery before the internet? What was your life before the
Ooh.
content creation?
Honestly, I grew up with siblings, so I'm like the youngest out of like it's like six of us. Yeah, like the good six of us.
Wow, that's a strong support
I
system.
was always, yeah, definitely strong support system. I'm still in contact with my siblings, family. Everything's all cool and yeah. But as far as me when I was younger, I would say I used to dance. So dancing,
Mm,
cheer, all that. I used to want to be in acting. I just used to want to do all type of stuff when I was younger. I was very creative. Before the content and stuff, I wanted to. I used to draw and stuff a lot when I was younger, like just random
wow,
cartoons. I could look at something and be able to draw it. People, I was still working on it, but I definitely like, I feel like more of the animation, coming up with stuff, looking at an area or whatever and being able to draw that. So I used to just want to make my own cartoon. Like, I wanted to be on like Disney, Pixar, all that. I just anything, whatever it was, like I was that's my route that I wanted. And the older I've gotten stuff, I've always been into beauty, skincare, all that stuff. Anything creative, whether it's like self care or outside of that, I've always been into that. Before the content and stuff, I would say I was doing content here and there, but not really. I would
okay,
say just for that, I wanted like my own business. And a lot of people do not know I'm actually a licensed cosmetologist.
yeah,
And under
yeah,
my license, I work for a wax company, and then on the side, like I have my own beauty business where I do eyelash extensions, soon to be facials, natural hair care, and so many more
boss lady, boss
ideas like
lady.
that in the future. Yeah, and just growing up, like I've watched my parents and stuff. Like they didn't. I realized like they worked hard for everything that they got and stuff. So they always taught me and my siblings, like you could have these nice things, but at the same time, you need to work for it. So we got in trouble. We was getting stuff taken away. They didn't
Yep,
care about that. Phones,
yep,
electronics, TVs. And I remember growing up, like we had them fat TVs, like the one, the big one, the big thing in the back. It looked like a box, but yeah, all that stuff was getting taken away.
for sure, for
My
sure.
punishment, yeah, my punishments. I wasn't a bad kid. I just did like stupid stuff, like hanging around the wrong crowd, little stuff like that. But my I never really got whooped. I probably only remember getting like one whooping.
Yeah,
Other than that, like, and I was as like I was in middle school. I was,
but
yeah, wrong crowd,
you was
whatever.
outside in middle school.
Nah, no, no, no,
Okay.
no. It's just it was a person my mom told me not to hang around with, and I got in trouble for hanging around that same
Mm-hmm.
person. And it was like, okay, I already told you. But other than that, like my parents, they like to keep me pretty active and stuff. They were I definitely grew up with strict parents, but it made me I don't want to say sneaky, but it definitely did make me sneaky
For
sometimes.
sure, for
Like
sure.
for sure. Other than that, like I was very smart. I didn't really get in trouble like that, only just for little stuff. But even if I did, I had creative parents. So like if they wasn't finna like hit us and stuff the older we got, like they was like you write standards. I remember one time like
Let's hear the
my dad
stories.
made me write my dad made me write half the Bible like
No. Half the Bible is
and it was like, because
crazy.
I was getting in trouble for the same stuff over and over. And it was like, okay, you not learn your lesson, but eventually I did. And it would just be one of the things. But yeah, like
Ah,
my
that's
dad,
strict. I'm not gonna lie, that's strict. That's strict.
strict. Yeah, yeah, it was strict. Like, and every time, like, when I get in trouble by my mom, oh, I was like, I was cool. Like, quick little punishment, I'm good. But no, my dad, yeah, all my siblings were scared of him. Like, my dad even had to, he didn't yell, he didn't have to do none of that. Like, he just looked at you and you already know. Like,
So how do
but
they
yeah,
how do they feel about all this content creation stuff? Your parents.
when I got accepted into Stream University, like my parents were so proud of me.
Mm,
Before my dad was like, I don't know, my dad was just being a dad, like because
of
I
course.
am like getting older. I feel like just certain pictures I was taking and stuff like that. Not saying I was taking like OnlyFans, but little bikini pictures here and there. Like my dad was just not like going for it.
Yeah, of
But
course not.
other than that, like my mom, my aunties, they be like my story, comment and stuff like that. Like they're very supportive. And then too, like I felt like at one point in time with my content, I feel like I had to rebrand myself just the way I wanted to put myself out there. And I could say like as a female a female going into making content, like it's either two ways to how I look at it. It's only two ways you can go about it. You can either go the more positive route, do whatever type of stuff, put that positivity out there,
Yep. Yep.
do whatever it is that you want to do, or you could be looked as sexually. And
Mm,
I didn't want to go that route. I definitely didn't. I'm not gonna lie. Kudos to whoever doing it and stuff, but just because I know what type of like family I was raised in and who's
yeah.
watching me. Like I have
Yeah.
nothing nephews. I don't need nothing going back. Like I don't have time for it. And it's funny now because like my sister, she's like, "Oh, you're gonna be the Kim K of the family." I'm like, "Oh,
Oh shit.
maybe just not with the tape." Like like
Nah, that's
maybe,
funny. Kim K and
but
the family's got it. That's,
literally. But
but you you
other
you've been
than
posting for years though. You've been posting content for years, like way
years,
before streaming universe.
yeah,
So what
yes,
keeps you going? Like what even when the views aren't hitting, like what's the motivation behind it?
man. Just realized I think it's starting to hit me now, but back then, like I said, this is something I was hungry for. Like, maybe one day I'm gonna post it, but it's me like trying to do a little YouTube video of me as a kid. Like I probably was
Wow.
like 6, 7, 8, 9, like one of them doing flipping around doing bullshit. Like I don't even know what I was doing that video, but just even looking back at that video and like
The
getting like how far I
evolution,
came
right?
and stuff, it was
Yeah.
just like this is something you wanted. Like even before I didn't have no phone and stuff, I had them iPods. I don't know, like it was like the little silver iPod with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
little tiny camera. Like I
That's
didn't care.
crazy.
Like I was gonna make a way possible until like my family started letting me be on social media and stuff like that. It was like, oh, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna run with it. And it started off with me just taking pictures. Like people assumed I model and stuff. One of my oldest sisters, she did runways. She's a bit on the taller side, so she was able to do runways. She met a lot of people. My other sister, like she did a little modeling, but not for real, for real. Like she was just like book a photo shoot, a little video thing for her birthday every single year, and
Fire.
going with them to their photo shoots and stuff like that. I'm like, yes, I want to do this. I want to look like that. I want to do this, and that. Like, and just me being creative, like I knew I wanted to do something as far as like content, modeling, taking pictures, all that, and even YouTube. I think YouTube was definitely a big thing for me until there's times I just wasn't consistent, and I feel like once I start being consistent, and I would say that was probably around 2024 of last year. So around this time, I want to say like September, October, November. That's when I really started grinding. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this serious. And living in LA, it's too many opportunities
Yeah.
to not be taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Like pretty much. And when I say like, maybe I'll dive into this story one day and just talk about it and stuff. But where I was at, I was not. I was not where I wanted to be. And I still got my ass up, no matter if I was feeling depressed or however what I was feeling. I'm like, we gotta change this. We gotta do something. I
For
don't care.
sure.
You're gonna get there some way. I would go to casting calls. I would go to little events, network, say, hey, I do this. Hey, I'm trying to do this. Get my foot in the door. And also, I was always being myself. Like, and I feel like that's what helped me a lot with getting my foot in the door. Like, I'm able to talk to people, even if I seem a little bit quiet and stuff. When it comes to like business areas and stuff, to where I know I could like try to work with somebody or just meet people just off of
Yeah.
being myself. Like, I knew it was gonna work out somewhere or another. But I didn't expect it to go like this. I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know where I was gonna be.
Hey man, it's a grind though. It's a grind, and like and you gotta be
Yeah,
honest.
and
Like you
it's
can
that
never
hunger for
predict the
it,
future.
man.
So that journey's gonna be
Mhm.
like even now to the like right now, your journey's still gonna be unpredictable.
Yeah, I say that all the time to myself. Like, I don't know where we're gonna be like after this.
So you said you had the little iPad, and for my viewers out there, like there's a lot of people out there that they feel like they can't do it because they don't got this PC or nothing. Walk them down
I
through
don't. I'm
your
not streaming from
CD.
a PC.
Yeah, walk
I am
them
not
down your
streaming from
setup
a
when you
PC.
started the
I'm
streaming.
streaming from my setup look a little ghetto right now because I
Uh,
just moved, but I'm streaming from a gaming laptop. When I came, mind you, I did not think I was gonna stream when I before I got to streaming university. Well, no, I did want to stream, but I didn't know how long it was gonna take me. So with me prolonging, like, I kind of want to do this. I don't know, da da da, like maybe. But once I seen Kai post
yeah,
like the little I didn't watch Twitch. I would just watch YouTube clips and stuff like that. So when I'm seeing on Instagram, he's like, where the females at? Where's the female application? I got my ass up, and it's probably about like 4 days before he announced it. I had work, so I had to clock in like 2 hours later. I'm not gonna make this quick video. I'm gonna post it. I'm just doing it as a joke.
yeah.
I didn't, yeah, I'm doing it as a joke. And when I got in, I was like, what? Then I downloaded Twitch. I started streaming, like, and I was doing eyelashes at the time. Like, I downloaded Twitch. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this. Once he said Avery Mon, I'm like, Avery Mon who? Like me?
That's
And
fire. That's fire
yeah, so I'm really just sitting there. I'm like, man, this is nothing but God. Like, and it's
for
so
sure.
crazy because like I didn't have like no streaming equipment. I didn't know nothing about Twitch. I got on there not knowing anything. Like,
Damn.
I was in tech support for like a good 2 days. Like, it was so much going on. But yeah, I'm streaming from a gaming laptop. One of my friends, shout out to EJ. He blessed me with one of these, like
Shout
a
out
little
EJ
mic,
for real.
headset, like all the little stuff that you basically need to get started. Cam, like I didn't have nothing. I was gonna use a phone at that. My phone, iPad, whatever I got on me. Like,
Nah,
that's what
shout
I was
out
gonna use.
EJ.
So
So
yeah, you
what
could
what's
use your
something
phone.
you feel like you struggle with early on?
With getting to streaming or just making content in general.
Yeah, just making content in general.
I think it was being consistent. Like, I would be like, or even just second thoughts about me posting something. Yes, think about what you post because whatever. I mean, even though if you don't get the feedback that you intended to, I feel like you need to always like whatever type of stuff you want to put out there.
Hmm.
Definitely think about it, whatever. But at the same time, it was just me thinking like, dang, I feel stupid for posting this, or these people don't support me, or they think it's
Like
corny, or this
overthinking
and
it.
that, or I'm not really, huh?
Like overthinking it.
Yeah, just basically just overthinking it. I feel like that was a big struggle for me and being consistent. Like, definitely I tell myself all the time. I mean, I don't like blame myself for not doing it, but I tell myself if you would have been doing this before when you was feeling like that, you would
Yeah.
have been way further than where you are now.
Yeah.
Like, and even if you feel like, oh, I'm not in this right area, I don't have this, I don't have that, you could literally start somewhere. Somewhere. It don't even matter what you have. Like, you could start somewhere and just make your content from that. Like, even with the camera, like for YouTube and stuff, I didn't always have like a little. Right now, I'm using a Sony ZV-1. That's a little vlogging camera, but I mean, it worked for the most part and stuff like that. But before, I was using a phone, little
Yeah.
iPhone, yeah. And whatever software I want to offer up, I got me a MacBook, like a little cheap one, and just editing, doing that
Facts.
stuff.
You
Like,
gotta
and it
make it
worked out for
happen.
me.
You gotta make it happen.
Make it
That's what I be
happen.
preaching. That's what I be preaching. You gotta. It's so many ways,
And
especially with our phones nowadays. And I got the same camera as you. I got the
yeah,
ZVE
technology
one.
is
So
too. There's no excuse right now. Technology is too crazy. We have AI. We have a lot of stuff.
did you ever have a moment where you felt like you about to quit? Like fuck this, I'm done.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I was just like, you know what? We got our beauty stuff going on. I'm gonna just do that. Like, I don't care about the, this, and that and stuff. And then I ain't gonna lie, a little bit after I left Stream University, I was like, fuck the streaming shit. This is a cool opportunity, but I was like, I can't do this. Like,
Yeah.
and I ended up, when I left there, it's crazy because I was streaming for like a good 30 days. I was on a good 30-day run and I was still doing it. But when I was there, I'm like, fuck this streaming shit. Like, this content is bullshit. Like, people don't know how to act. Like, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just so much. But I was in my head. I was in my head, and I'm like, man, you wanted to do this, so why are you. And I feel like that was just my anxiety and whatever overthinking thoughts like was just trying to take over for the most part. And it's like you've been putting belt to ass with your content for this long to like
Facts.
try to give up now. Like, what are you doing? And it's cool to take breaks and stuff. I feel like a lot of times when we take breaks, we feel like we missing out on stuff. Yes and no. I feel like taking care of your mental has to be like your number one priority before getting on here because you have to be strong to do this type of stuff. Like,
100%.
yeah,
I'm
it's a
not gonna
lot.
lie. It definitely is a lot. And like you said,
Mhm.
and like you said, like it definitely takes those experiences. Like you gotta go through certain shit to really realize. Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
before you like went full on or went through those experiences, you had the
Hmm.
mentality like why people be like I'll speak for myself. Like I used to think like why people be
Yeah.
crying about comments. Like are they serious right now? Until you
Yes.
go through a situation where you got like 1,500
Yes. And
comments
it's
coming at you, it's like holy shit. Let me turn the comments off.
man,
You know what I mean? So I feel
seriously.
you. I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
feel you.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
so let's talk about the beauty and the cosmetology. You're a licensed cosmetologist, right? Not just a girl who does
Yes.
makeup for content.
No, no,
How did
no. Actually, I have a picture of my license. Actually, I don't have it with me, but I do have a picture of
so
it.
how'd you get into the whole beauty professionally? Let's talk about it.
So I wanted to. I've always like, not even. I can't even say that. Just as like even I would say since middle school, I was on YouTube heavy. If I wanted to learn how to do something, I was gonna do it. Like I said, when I would get in trouble and stuff like that, my parents would take stuff away. My mom would delay my little hair appointments and stuff, so I would literally have to make way myself. Then I would say like over time, because like my love for it and stuff, I was wearing these
Facts.
little strip lashes in high school, like them little long ghetto strip lashes. But yeah, I was wearing them in high school and stuff like that. And then COVID hit. It's like my junior year. COVID hit. Didn't go back to school since then. I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Whatever, whatever. Going into my senior year, like I would say right before that, my parents are like, "What do you want to do?" At this point, I don't want to be an animator no more. I'm done with that drawing shit. I'm cool. Like brush my hands with that. Whatever, whatever. Um, and my parents are like, "What do you want to do? You're going into your senior year. Like,
Yeah.
you need to figure it out." So I'm like, it took me. I want to say it took me a minute to think because I knew I've always wanted to own my own business. Even just watching my parents what they do and stuff like that, it just inspired me to like, I've always been a go getter, even since I was a kid. Like, I used to sell all type of stuff, like doing this in the fifth and fourth grade, like making money,
Damn.
like and even if it wasn't a lie, I still had that mindset to
Yeah.
just go get it myself. But with the whole beauty thing and stuff like that, I had these strip lashes, and then eventually I'm like, I think I want to own my own beauty bar. Like, I'm gonna go to cosmetology school. I'm gonna go to college. How it was at first, I was saying I was gonna go to a 4 year. Then I was gonna find a beauty program, and then I was gonna do this and go to school for business and all that stuff. But yeah, my dad he ended up buying. I told them what I wanted to do. My dad ended up buying like the kits to do the not the strip lashes, the individuals, like with the tweezers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know what I'm doing, like, and because it's a totally different skill set. It's like professional. So I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. So I watched a YouTube video, try to practice with my sister. That took so long. It took so long. Like, we were there forever. I did my mom's. I didn't even finish hers. I did one eye, and that was it. Like, and she didn't. She don't get no big, thick lashes. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
really took way too long.
This is
And
this is the
over
YouTube
time,
stage, right?
yeah, YouTube stage. Yeah,
Got you. Got you.
2020 YouTube stage. Then my dad was just like, "When are you gonna finish my wife's other eye?" So I'm like, "Oh damn, like I don't know what I'm doing." So my mom, she used to get her lashes done professionally by this lady that's she's really popular in the Asia community for doing eyelash extensions and stuff like that. So
Oh wow.
my mom was just like, "Okay, we're gonna pay for a training for you to do this." And at the time, she's like, "But you need to go to some type of, whether it's esthetician or cosmetology." I just took cosmetology because it's hair, skin, nails, barbering, pretty much all this stuff. Esthetician is just skin and makeup. That's pretty much it. So I decided I just want to do everything. Let me just get this out the way. So just in case I get tired of this, I'm gonna do that. So I'm getting trained to do the eyelashes, whatever. The course was like a month or so. And eventually I finished it. So I would say June, yeah, June 2025 was when I first started like taking clients and stuff like that. Just trying to build my business
Yep.
off just off of Instagram and referrals. I started with family, did friends here and there, and it just grew over time. Like, and even having the business and stuff like that, like, it's definitely times where business was very slow. I would say, like, once it got into my first year, going into two, I was booked. Like, I had a waiting list, all that. Then there was times when I stopped because I didn't feel like I wanted to do this anymore, and I was just like, damn, like, just at a time where I was feeling discouraged about my business and stuff. But then,
Yeah.
like, I started picking back up, started getting into it, finally went to cosmetology school in 2023 of September. Yeah, 2023 September. I finished. No, no, no. It was 2022 September, and then I graduated 2023 of May. The program was about like 1,000 hours, and if you did it like full time, you finished in like 7.5 to 8 months. So I did that, and I finally got my license and stuff. And I was like, like stop prolonging stuff, just get up and do it. And it worked out for me, honestly.
For sure.
It got me a really good job, which I'm very blessed. And I'm still
Amen.
doing my other stuff on the side. So yeah, that's how I got into it pretty
So
much.
that's dope. That's dope. And honestly, like, do you feel like having that license give you the credibility in the space where everybody thinks they're a beauty expert?
Yes, yes, yeah, I could say that. I could say that because I went to school for it. It's different than actually like not saying school is everything, but trade. A lot of people try to knock off trades, like, man, you gotta go to college to do this. You gotta go to like, I'm still in college right now. I'm kind of struggling. I don't know if I'm gonna finish.
I
Like, I
feel
ain't
you.
gonna lie, school is not for me, and
Yeah.
because it's too much. I feel like personally, I feel like it's too much money to make out there to sit and be in the classroom. Like, I
No,
can't
you're
do
right.
it. I can, but I don't want to. But even just with a trade like that, I feel like if you take time to do that first instead of thinking about, okay, what am I going to do after? Because a lot of times you're spending your time in school and stuff, you're trying to figure out what you want. Unless you're going to be a doctor or something where you need to go to school for that, I feel
Yeah.
like a trade is just as good as
It's
going to
just as
college
good,
because
yeah.
at the end of the day, like you're going to be working way faster.
Hold on. I don't mean to cut you over. Give me 1 second. My Discord acting up. Give me
Yeah,
one
no
second.
worries. Take a picture of this. Oh, my camera's dirty. All right, I gotta take quick pictures of it.
So, everybody in the chat saying fuck college, go get a trade. Nah, that's a
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
though.
funny as shit. I mean, I'm not knocking college. No, if you feel like because I'm still in college right now too for marketing. So if you feel like you need to go to school for something, do that. But
Yeah, that's
I don't know
smart.
how long I'm gonna last, chat. I don't know. I don't know.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, Avery, you going in right now. You going to school for marketing. That's the cheat code right there.
Yeah,
That's the
that's where
cheat
I'm like,
code.
let me see how this works out, and I might just push through. Nah, I might. I feel like I am gonna push through. I be saying shit the whole time. I'm gonna
You
still
feel
do
like you've
it.
been
Like,
learning though? That like, cause I know the purpose for the marketing class is for you to apply it back to your own brand. Do you feel like it's working?
yeah, but okay, because I've been inconsistent with school, I'm still taking my prereqs. So I'm
Regular
in
school
right now. I'm
stuff.
taking like a communication class. And I did like what is that called? Pre-cal. Is it pre-cal? No, 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 it's not pre-cal. Damn, what type of math is that? Oh my
Damn,
gosh,
I feel
calculus.
you, cause if you're not even going to
Oh
school
my gosh,
for shit like
whatever
that,
math it was, I was very good at it. Like, yeah, I was. I'm able to. One time in school, I could pay attention to stuff. It's just a matter of like, ew, like I don't know.
But that's the thing though. Like compared to a trade, like when you in a trade, you training and learning for that specific trade. Like as far as
That
now, you
specific, and
telling
that's
me you
the
doing
that's my
math
specific.
classes,
Yeah.
but you really going for marketing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, and I feel like that's gonna help even just with my content, my business, and even if I want to do other stuff outside of that, like in the future.
that's fine. So one before we continue to the content journey, what's one beauty myth you wish women would stop believing?
Wait, one beauty what?
Beauty myth.
Mm, dang,
Let's hit us with some
one beauty.
knowledge, man.
That's a good one. Uh, I want to say as far as okay, let's talk about it because as far as being a black woman, I would
Hmm.
say as far as your hair texture, like any hair texture is beautiful,
I
honestly.
love that.
And I feel like with cosmetology, we're so hair heavy. We learn how to do it all types of hair. There's straight, there's wavy, curly. There's different names like 1B, A, 4C, like all that and stuff. And I feel like for 4C, 4B hair types are always like looked down upon on and stuff like that. And they feel like even the people who do have that hair texture, they feel like, oh, this is like the worst to have. Like, oh, your hair is just nappy.
I
This and
love
that. You
that. I
can't like.
love that
I
message.
think like because not even trying to say that, but like a lot of girls carry like they wear wigs and stuff. Yes, they look nice. I still wear wigs myself because it's a protective hairstyle. But I feel like a lot of times people hide their hair and they don't wear their natural hair enough. Me, I do let my hair breathe from time to time, but I do like to get my hair done. So just as far as like wearing their natural hair, I feel like I wish that was a thing more now because I feel like all hair types are really beautiful, and I feel like a lot of girls feel like they have to cover that because of the whole like social media and what people portray and stuff like that. But yeah,
That's
that's
that's a beautiful message because I could definitely say like I know there's a lot of, for example, for those ABZ textures, there's a lot of women with
mm-hmm,
ZEF textures that wish they had ABZ and vice versa. You know
mm-hmm,
what I mean? So that's a beautiful message. Like don't
yeah,
don't hide it because there's a girl out there that wish they had your hair, mama. That's tough.
literally,
That's
yeah,
tough. Damn, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, cosmetology is a tough industry because you even got certain people that's like, oh, I don't deal with certain hair. Like, what's your opinion on those type of
yeah.
situations?
Uh, Even just I feel like if you signed up for it, yes, okay, okay. There could I think I feel you could look at it both ways. Wherever you grew up and whatever you're taught and stuff, I feel like could make you not want to do that. Now
Mm,
let's put it this way. Not saying if you're not open to it and stuff because if you don't feel like you have the skill set to actually take care of it, then I feel like okay, that's when you'd be like, okay, maybe this is not for me.
yeah,
I'm only gonna work with this specific type of hair, which is respect that because I'll be damned if somebody mess up my hair. Um, but at the same time,
I think they
if
saying your
you're
chat
like
is
in this
muted.
field, oh, I'm muted. Oh
They saying
shit,
your chat is muted. I don't know what that if that's what that means.
is it on OBS? I don't think my chat's muted.
Oh, okay. Somebody probably
Oh
bugging.
damn. Oh shit, chat. Can you guys hear me? Hold on.
Yeah,
I
let
don't
her
even think. Let me see.
make sure.
I think it's yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Chat. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Let me check on my phone real fast. Dang, I didn't know this whole time I was muted. Chat. I'm sorry.
Damn, for real, the whole time you lying.
I think so. Chat. Let me know y'all. Okay. Okay. We good. We good. They can
All
hear
right,
me.
bad, bad.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. What are you talking about?
Let me recap. Let me look. Let me recap. Where were we talking about? We got off track. My bad. So we
No.
was
No. No. You
at
good.
the people with the you were saying that you feel like it could be a skill issue versus a will issue.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just as far as doing certain hair textures, I feel like
Yeah.
if you're being biased about it, like, no, I'm not gonna do this, then
Yeah.
that's when it's like, okay, like you signed up for this. I feel like dealing with cosmetology, you're trained to deal with all types of hair and stuff.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you feel like you're not good at it because of your skill set, then that's totally different. But if you're
Yeah.
just choosing not to take this person because of the type of hair that they have,
Hmm.
then that's when I feel like it's too much. Like, and even dealing, like, it happens a lot in LA. Like, you'll be surprised. Like,
Yeah.
even just not even with the license. Like it's really with the unlicensed that be doing it for real and acting like that. The beauty industry out in LA is there's a lot of times where it's like too expensive. They're not licensed or they just they just doing it for the money. They're not doing it because they actually like really want to do this. Like they don't have the passion for it. And then a lot of times too, like I don't know if you be seeing on social media and stuff, the girls be getting the little hey boo cancel text messages, girls be taking their deposit and stuff. That happens a lot. And I feel like if this is not something you don't want to do, then please don't do it because you're wasting a lot of people's time and taking their money and it really sucks. Like as a girl, I don't think y'all know how disappointed it is to like not be able to get your hair done because somebody's playing with your time. Like that's
Oh
like
yeah.
almost worse than a heartbreak for
No,
real.
trust me, I feel you. I feel you, especially if you're planning ahead. And if those are the worst. I've hit you up a month ago for this situation, and now you hit me with
Man,
some
like
bullshit. But nah, I definitely
yeah,
feel it.
even with just working in like different shops and stuff. Like I had one shop I was working at, it was very ghetto, but I liked it because the people in there they knew how to. They was talented, very
Yeah,
talented,
yeah,
but ghetto. I don't like growing up in LA, I don't even care at this point. But some of the girls in there were very unprofessional. Like I remember I would have like morning clients, and one thing about me, I don't care what time it is. I would get up for a 5 a.m. client as long as the money good. Like I
yeah.
don't care. But yeah, the one time like, and this is around prom season, so for all the beauty people out there, prom season is always very busy for us.
Hmm.
So one time I'm there doing my little client lashes, whatever. This girl walks in and she's like, "Hey, it's such and such. I'm here for such and such," and I'm like, "Ooh." I don't even think this girl here, and it was for her makeup too. And I felt really bad because that girl, like, we texted the group chat. I'm like, "Hey, like, you got a client waiting on you, this and that."
Yeah.
Nothing said. She just goes
No.
like she's not even there. An hour go by. I wish I could do it for her, but I'm not specialized in that, so
Yeah.
it sucks. And the girl went home crying and stuff, and I was just like, dang, like
Never got
on her
done.
prom day too. No, I mean I don't know if she got it done by somebody
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
I just
But
know
from
like she
there,
was very upset in that moment, but. Yeah, it was girls there taking people deposits. Like one time, somebody came up there trying to fight, and I was just after that, I was just like, I can't do it. I can't. It's too much going on. Like, mm-mm.
and
But
you're
it used
also
to be entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. It used to be entertaining, but at the same time, it's like it's
for
not somewhere
sure.
I want to be for because I don't want to get caught up in anything.
Nah,
Like
yeah,
not
yeah.
over here. Nah.
Especially when you know you got you belong somewhere else. You got plans for yourself. You see
Oh, for
yourself
sure.
doing something else.
Yeah.
But you're
Mhm.
also a model, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I guess I'm out
how do
now
you
at this
balance all of
point.
it? Like you got modeling, beauty work, and streaming. Like that's three full careers. How do you balance all of that?
Yeah. What I think because of like I just the way I've always talk about this with my friends and stuff. I think I'm gonna be one of them grandmas when I get older that just done everything. And I like Snoop Dogg, like that man. I feel like he's done a whole lot of stuff.
Facts.
And I've always wanted to do creative things. Like it's still a whole bunch of stuff I still want to do to this day. And one thing my dad always said too, because sometimes I would have a lot on my plate, but my dad always taught me like to water only one plant at a time and don't because if you're working on too many things at once, you're gonna burn yourself out.
For sure.
And with lashes and stuff like that, that's been 5 years. So it's like, all right, now I have time to start on content and stuff like that. So modeling. I started last year, 2024, and I started getting paid from that. Like it
Wow.
wasn't like good big money. It was just like
No,
money
yeah.
like ships, like working a regular job.
The
And I'm
money
like,
you gain
I'd
for
rather
something you
do
love to
this
do is
instead of
fire.
like clocking into 9 to 5. Yeah. And not that there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. Trust me, I still work a 9 to 5, y'all. But at the same time, like before it was just like I don't know, we just gotta make something happen,
Nah, for
honestly.
sure, for sure. And then like, what's the best way to make it happen with doing something that you actually enjoy doing versus
Mhm.
slaving? Like even
Yeah.
myself, like when I think about it, when I'm up all night working on a video, and I'm like, damn, bro, I'm tired. But if
Mhm.
I'll say personally, I've worked overnight jobs, like in the warehouse. I'm like,
Oh,
bro, it beats that
I
20
have
times.
to.
You know what I
I
mean?
have to.
So I'd
Yeah.
rather be working on this video, editing this video, than in that warehouse
Instead of
dealing with boxes. You know what I mean?
man, I worked for FedEx for 1 month,
Yeah, same,
and this
same.
was by the airport, and this was like where the planes would drop
Yeah,
the
yeah,
things, and you had
same,
to go back
same. So you in the middle of nowhere. Same.
nowhere,
Yeah,
cold,
yeah.
freezing cold. What? It's
I've
peak
done it for
season.
like a
Like some
month
people
as
said,
well. Yeah,
it was too much, man, too much. I was tired.
that's the grind, man. That's the grind we gotta get to when we trying to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So being in LA,
Mhm.
surrounded by models, influencers, is it more inspiring or does it create more pressure for you?
I think at one point in time it was pressure for me because where I grew up in Carson. So if you like know where LA is at, like Carson is like a little bit, it's still considered LA, but the way we think of LA is more like Watts, like other area, Baldwin Hills, not Baldwin Hills, like Inglewood, like that area, like
Gotcha.
all that stuff. I feel like it's like the surrounding cities. So I was still like in LA, it was just a little bit outside, but I was nearby like Compton, Long Beach, all that stuff. So even just being in that area and stuff like that, I just wanted to get not I didn't grow up in no like ghetto neighborhood and stuff like that, but I feel like my neighborhood was pretty decent for the most part. But I feel like even just being around like old friends and stuff like that, I just wanted to get away. Like I was not trying to hang around
Ah,
no gang bangers, like be on
yeah.
the block with them, shaking ass. Like I don't want to be drunk every weekend. Like I knew I had something. I'm being honest. I knew I had something. Like it was definitely something out there that was like way bigger for me. And even just like watching these people on TV, YouTube, all that stuff. Like I'm like I'm gonna be up there with them someday. Like I
Facts.
feel like I have to one way or another. I'm gonna get there. And yeah, I just knew I didn't want to see the same people I was growing up with. Like I don't know what y'all got going on, but I know like I'm trying to be over here making some money, doing something I love, and I've always like people always told me you have the personality to do this. Oh, you're so funny. Oh, you can
Yeah.
do that. Oh, you're so talented. All this, and I just knew like, yeah. But I would say it's definitely been a very humbling experience. I think like being in LA and stuff like and going to these events after so long, like I'm not gonna say all of us be fanned out. There are some people who definitely be fanned out, but once you like run into somebody, it's like, oh, but for me, I just look at it as like, dang, that's very inspiring. Like even being able to be in the same room with this person, like, and just I don't know. I feel like what more like could you do at that point?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you just have to continue to be yourself. Keep pushing, and yeah. But overall, like I definitely I'm loving the experience.
That's fire though, because you could look at it both ways too. Like the inspiration could be the pressure on its own. Like for example, for me, I moved
Yeah,
down to
definitely.
Miami, and then you think about like, damn, everything's more expensive or everything's looks more luxurious. But it's like that's the point. You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
that's what we want. And if you
Mhm.
if you putting yourself in that position is giving you that pressure to be better, then it's an inspiration. You know.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
that's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
That's what's up. Especially, I know you probably get that a lot in LA, like being able to look at somebody like and being in the same room as them. You know what I mean? Like streamer you was crazy, and we're gonna get
It's
into that.
crazy. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna get
Even
into.
when people reach out to me now and be like, you're so inspiring, I didn't realize how inspiring I was until like now. Like now it's starting to hit me because I get the random messages from people and stuff.
Yeah,
Like, and it's cool. Like, it's really a great feeling. I feel like that those messages keep me, like, they keep me going for real. Like, even
facts.
my niece the other day, I was talking to her and she talking about she wanna stream and stuff when she get older. She wanna do YouTube. She wanna do all that and stuff. And I just think like, dang, like that's so cool. Like
Yeah,
I really gotta do this for her. Like even for my family in general. Like I'm already here at this point. Like
yeah. You
I'm
don't
too
you
deep
don't
into it
realize
to
how
look
much
at.
of an impact you really make until like I
I
mean
didn't.
those
Yeah.
messages definitely remind you because I go through those situations too, like to the point where sometimes like damn these people they really have this trust in me, you know what I mean? But it's
Mhm.
expiring, like it's only know like what more you can get. Like this is right now at the level we at.
Exactly. Like where else could this go from there too? And even like those moments just make me think like, dang, like even when my chat be talking to me and stuff and they be saying like this and that and I just be like, dang, or even when somebody reach out to me, like I
Yeah,
just had somebody recently reach out to me and they was going through something. I don't want to speak on it because that's their business, but even I'm just like, dang, like you not even knowing I was in a position that you wouldn't even imagine. Like, and some people look at it now like you got it all, you got everything, and I'm like, y'all don't even know half the stuff I had to go
facts.
through, like
No,
to
that's
even
how it
get
is.
here. Like, and yeah, like one day I definitely I am gonna talk about it and stuff because I'm getting to that point to where I'm a little bit more open and comfortable with
Love
my
that. Love
audience and
that.
stuff who watches
Yeah.
me and stuff too. And I don't, other than that, I don't care what people think at this point. Like I feel like Stream University was the first and last time that I was like I don't want to be in any type of drama or even like let it consume me. Like I know
Yeah.
drama's gonna come in the near future, but the way I'm gonna go about it, like even when I see stupid comments now, I just be like, okay, like I go about my day. Like I'm here now, so
Yeah. For sure. I love the attitude. I'm not gonna lie. And like I was telling Reese, like you definitely got a bright future. And I appreciate you even, coming on this interview and being vulnerable because
thank
that's
you.
the most important thing for me too, like especially for my community and the audience that we both have. I'm pretty sure that they appreciate the vulnerability Like, and the content, everyone knows the content journey is not easy, but I think you don't
Mm-hmm.
really know until you go through certain situations. You know what I mean? Because you think
Literally.
about
Yeah.
at the beginning, I think the difficulties that you're thinking about was, oh, the zero viewership, but not knowing when
Mm-hmm.
you do get the 100 viewership, and if 75% of those viewership not rocking with you, it's gonna be tough to be able to handle all that hate. You know what I mean? It could be anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody. It's gonna, like, you
Yeah.
think you might be able to handle it. It's tough. It's tough, and especially when you at a point where, like, for you, for example, or even for me, you at a point like, oh shit, we taking off, and then it just takes some little situation to make you feel like, oh
Mm-hmm.
nah, everything's just gonna be taken away from me.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
That's tough. You got like what, 40K on TikTok?
Uh, oh, not that much, but thank you.
No.
I got like I had 20K, but TikTok been taking followers, so now I got like 19.9 right now. But
Okay. Well, you
you know,
still but
we
you
don't run
you
it for
you
20
still
at
on
this
that on
point.
that on that on that YouTube grind too, right?
You know, I one thing about me, like I have YouTube videos. Actually, I do have a YouTube video coming out because after
Beautiful.
TwitchCon, I said I promised myself I was gonna be consistent. I was just dropping videos every like 6 months, every 3 months, whatever, however
Gotcha.
long. Like I at one point in time I was consistent because I was very hungry for doing this YouTube stuff, and I didn't care what I was editing on, what I had, what I was recording with. But there was times where I feel like, dang, I needed a break. But now it's like the what I have at this moment, like it's no reason for me to not be post on YouTube and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I do record a lot. That's one thing I can say. I will pick up a camera and record. It's just that editing. I'm not gonna lie. After I can edit my ass off. I just edit that one little clip thing that I did recently for Tone.
Yeah,
I
yeah, that was
did that
fire.
all by myself and stuff. But like I told myself I was gonna be consistent with that. So yeah, it is gonna be a YouTube video dropping soon, and
No, yeah,
many
yeah.
more after that.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
that was gonna be my advice to you. Like, you were like, you it was growing. You were like, you was almost at 300 subs. But like I was telling Reese as well, I'm gonna give you the same advice. YouTube is definitely something that surprised me as far as it comes with the algorithm being able to actually get my videos viewed, and the
Mm-hmm.
money. The money was really what shocked me. So I would definitely say,
Mm-hmm.
if there's no social media really paying you right now, I would advise you to focus on YouTube. You know what I mean? I know I
YouTube.
think you had like what,
Okay.
7K or 8K on Twitch.
Yeah, I got 8K on Twitch
So
now.
how's that coming? Like, how's that working for you? Because 8K followers, what's the sub like? Is there an income? Like, are you living off Twitch right now, or is
It
your
was.
9 to 5
It
carrying
was
you?
when I left. Yeah, when I left TwitchCon, I definitely made some money, and I was like, "Dang, I'm gonna keep doing it." So even making money off of just being there for the certain amount of days, not TwitchCon, Stream
Streamer
University,
you?
being there off of a certain amount of days, and like, dang, I can make this much money. Like, so I kept grinding. I was definitely making money. I did stop. So my subs, just like my content and stuff, what I was like thinking of doing, I was dealing with stuff at the time. So as of right now, I don't know how many subs I get, but when I say I left TwitchCon, my views start going back up. They was from when I took a break to when I got back on stream. They were like pretty low, and then I went to TwitchCon. I started connecting with people again, getting back in the same groove, all that stuff. My views start, going back up again, and I do like, at this point, it's cool. But I feel like YouTube has definitely been the way to go, and it's so funny that you're saying that because I've been telling myself that like you've been posting on YouTube and stuff like that. Why you stop posting clips? Because when I was posting, I say when before I went to Stream University, I only had barely 100 subs. After Stream University, when I was posting the little shorts, all that stuff, like I was definitely I got to like almost 300 just within a short period of time. I'm
Facts.
like, what? Imagine you dropping videos like. You could. It's only. I think only like 500 for you to get monetized now. So
Yeah.
it's instead of 1,000, it's like you almost there. Like, what are you waiting for?
No, you definitely. That's what I would tell you to do. Go all in. Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, you definitely
for
have
sure.
Twitch though. Like, being you're already in the
Mhm.
partnership program, that's an advantage as well. And I know Twitch pays really
Yeah.
good.
Well, wait, no, no, I'm not partner yet. I'm affiliate,
Oh,
not a
okay,
partner
okay,
yet.
okay.
Not yet.
Affiliate, but
But
you
no,
still,
let's speak into existence. So existence. So,
yeah,
but
for
yeah,
sure, for
not yet.
sure.
Not yet.
So let's talk Streamer University. Your
Mm,
application
okay.
video hit like 950,000 views. What made you even want to apply?
Uh, it's funny because, like I said before, I had a well, no, I didn't say this. At my old apartment, I had a monitor, and I didn't know what I was gonna do with this. But when I started seeing streaming and stuff, my brothers they stream, they play like little games and stuff with their friends and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, like once I get me a little game, I'm gonna hop on here with y'all and stuff, and see how it is. So, once I seen Carson and I like do the little stream university, I'm like, what's stream university? So I was watching the little YouTube clips and he going on there going through the applications. I'm seeing people applications analyzing. I'm like, okay, like, is it just for guys? Like, what is it? So then he started talking about where's the female applications. Once he said that, I got up and I thought about this within like the way my brain works, like my ideas are very creative. So
Yeah.
I'm already thinking of something that quick. So I'm like, all right, we have this, we have that. We could make a video, do this. You could edit at these clips, just analyze and see what other people do. And I'm like, let's think outside the box. What can we do to make this like what's your hook gonna be? Like you need something to catch people's eyes. So
Oh, yeah.
I made my video. I naturally play too much, so when I made my video, I'm like, man, he ain't gonna see this. Like, and even though I worked with Kais and that, it was like I was on some background. Like, I didn't really speak to him, but I'm pretty
Wow.
sure like he saw me. But it was
Yeah.
like we didn't really exchange words, but it was just like, all right, I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I'm gonna use all this stuff, all the years of me making content, what I do now. I'm
Yeah.
gonna insert that in the video, and I'm gonna, try to see where this goes. And once I heard my name, I was like, I was just playing. Like I didn't even think
That's
I was
crazy.
gonna get in for real.
What was going through your mind right there when you heard your name being called?
I instantly started crying. I'm such a big
Oh.
crybaby girl. Like I instantly started crying. I was like, this is nothing but God because a year ago from where I was so mentally fucked up and just not where I wanted to be.
Wow.
And it was the exact timing too. When we went on Stream University, I went through a deep, deep, deep depression. And not to make this all sensitive and stuff like that, but I'm always an advocate for mental health and stuff. That was the same day of being on Stream University, one of the days I was there, it was a year ago for my last suicide attempt. So me
Wow.
even like just being there, and I was like, this is nothing but God. Like,
Yeah.
and it really just took that one step to just be like, all right, try one day. Let's do 1% better. Let's change your mindset. Let's start thinking about the more positive. Stop complaining. If you do feel sad, let's try to figure out ways you can navigate and go through this and stuff like that. And I was just like, dang, that's nothing but God. And God was just showing me, stay another day and watch what blessings I give you. And it was just like,
Amen. For real.
yeah, it was definitely from there I knew I had a calling to be like greater than what I thought I was at the
Mm,
time.
for sure. And I'm so glad that we're here to be able to have this interview. And you've gone through all those experiences, and it's so much more that you're gonna go through. So much brighter days that you definitely have. So I definitely
Mm-hmm.
am glad that you decided to make this decision to stay with us.
Yeah,
So
thank
out of
you,
out
thank
of
you.
like going to into the streaming university situation, what were you most nervous about? I know for someone like you, I'm pretty sure that you felt confident, like, oh my God, after this just happened, I get this opportunity.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing gonna
I
stop me. But were you still
I
nervous?
was gonna yes, I was still nervous. Like even just because even me just flying out by myself, I flew by myself before, like maybe like one time, one time as an adult, but going to a whole different state, being by myself, no friends coming with me, like just
Damn.
me alone around all these people, I didn't know what to expect, and I knew for myself because I tend to be very quiet. I knew I had to push myself a little bit more and be like, all right, we finna talk to this, we finna try to collab with this person, or we just, just introduce yourself and see where it goes and stuff like that. I was definitely nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but I was also very excited at the same time because I'm like, all right, we can't mess this up. Like Stream
Exactly.
University, Kaizen that, like at this point, and I wrote down. Actually, I have some notes. I wrote down so many ideas because I'm telling my friends, my family, I'm excited, all
For
that
sure.
stuff, and I wrote down stuff I wanted to do at Stream University. Um, and I wrote down like a lot of stuff,
Wow.
like a good amount. I'll share some.
Yeah.
So one of them, I wanted to do some streamer confessionals. Um, like how they just be doing the little talks and stuff here and there, like little side stuff like that. And then there was
Oh,
another
that
one
would
I
have been
wanted to
dope.
do.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like
and
like
I
in the
should have
reality
because
shows.
Kai said he wanted to do it, but he never did. So I'm like, man, that could have been my thing.
Yeah, you
Like
could have
I
just
could have
done
took
it.
that
Yeah,
idea.
word.
And one another one was like playing childhood games. So like there's these, I don't know if you know what Bean Boozled is, like the little like where you eat the nasty like jelly bean
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something, like you flick it and then I wanted to do stuff like that. I wanted to bring a Wii on there, like the little
A
gaming
Nintendo.
thing. I wanted to play games like that. I cook on my own stream, so I wanted to do like a cooking stream.
Fire.
I wanted to do like and Zia's, those are like one of my favorite YouTubers. So him and B Lou, like I wanted to do science projects with them. Like I worked with kids and stuff before, so I had like little ideas and stuff I wanted to do with them. I want to do like a hood Olympics. I wanted to,
That would
oh,
have been fire.
it was a lot. It was a lot. And I went to another one. I was gonna, since we were in classrooms and stuff, I'm like, I think so random. I just want to make it funny. I was gonna bring a whole bunch of shirts, whatever, sit in the classroom, and I was gonna get up and change them. Like I was gonna put a whole bunch of shirts on, and I was gonna sit somewhere else, like just to do some stupid shit. I don't know. I did do two of these on here, and I don't know if you know what the little pop-up fireworks are, the little box that you used to have like as a kid on Fourth of
Yeah, you
July.
just
Yeah,
snap them.
I brought those. Yeah, I brought those, and I brought some water balloons.
You used them out there.
Oh, for sure, I used them. Yeah, I definitely used them.
That's fine. Like, and I'm pretty sure. Like, speaking of the classes, like, out of all the classes and all the sessions that you, what's one thing you feel like you learned that you still use today? I'm pretty sure you got something.
For sure. DDG class, I would say, uh, be consistent. Be consistent. That's one thing. Take this to your advantage for sure. Another one was from I'm Dante. That was also another YouTuber that I grew up watching that I was like very excited to meet. His was just, I think his class was like something, the art of dealing with haters or something like that. Yeah, some shit like
Nah,
that.
I like
But
Dante too.
for
He's
that
dope.
one,
Shout out to Don
yeah, for
Dante.
him it was how to deal with hate and stuff like that, and because it's like, fuck, like whoever hating, honestly, fuck them niggas. Like they wouldn't say it to your face, so it's like, and they're not doing nothing for you, but just bringing
Facts.
you down at that point. I wish I would have took agent class. I did have this class, but I missed it. I feel like I would have learned something from his class for sure. Oh, I took Duke Dennis class too, and since I was going through something at Stream University at the time, he definitely, like, he told me personally, like, this shit's gonna go away all in a couple days. Like if you keep giving it attention, that's gonna give people something to keep talking about. So the more attention you give it, the more you're giving people to talk about it and stuff. So
Fact.
he's like, just brush that shit off. Like it is what it is. Like these are little kids at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
But
That's
yeah,
something
I
I
would
learned
say
from Duke too. I'm not
one of
gonna
the
lie.
top things I learned. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. You were one of the few girls in a mostly male creative space. Like, did you feel that pressure, or do you just do your own thing?
I feel like I could have done a little bit more only because the drama, I didn't know how to deal with it. So it did make me like go back into this shell and be like, like I don't know, like
Yeah.
what are we gonna do at this point? But at the same time, I can adjust to any room. I feel like so there was times I definitely like try to bring like my personality to the table, and it did work because I ended up meeting some people and stuff like that, like some very great people from Stream University, big and small for sure. It got me definitely some great connections, friendships, all that and stuff too. So being in that space with a lot of males, like it was just entertaining. Like they were hilarious. Like these are people I watch. Like so this is like
Yeah.
I was
Facts.
definitely entertained there. Yeah.
Damn, that was that. And we're gonna get into that, but I can imagine you were like it was a shock. Like, damn, I grew up watching these people, bro.
Man, like what?
That's tough. That's tough. But so let's address what everybody's thinking about. Let's talk about the Kai situation. I watched your whole
Okay.
YouTube video. For people who saw the clips,
Mhm.
can you walk us through what actually happened from your perspective?
So uh first date orientation, I'm there networking, great, all that. I don't know how to use Twitch. We got the IRL phones, we got sent to our dorms after we did the orientation. I'm excited,
Yeah.
I'm ready to get on Twitch. I don't care how many people's watching me, I'm just excited at this point. um I don't know what I'm doing at this point. So I got tech support coming back and forth to my room the first and second day. Second day comes, that's when we had the first day of class. We had a pep rally, all that. Pep rally was cool. I'm making my content, all that stuff. I went from, once the pep rally was over, I went from 15 viewers to 200 viewers to 2,000, and I didn't know what to do at that
Damn.
point. So I'm sitting in the room at the desktop at this point, trying to figure out how to do this desktop content. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what I was talking about at that point.
Yeah.
I see somebody come in my chat and they're like, why are we talking about such and such? And me, the little LA came out of me. I'm like, man, what y'all talking about? Like, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna listen to that. Then more people start coming talking about. I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with that. Then I'm sitting here like, wait, who? So me, I go do my research because somebody in my chat, they're like, oh yeah, this person, they said that she was crying, like you're all over Twitter. I'm like, Twitter? What did I do? Like I'm sitting there like, what are y'all talking about? So I'm doing my research. I ended up finding the girl's Instagram because somebody has sent it to me, and I'm looking for. I find an Instagram, and I'm like Stream University, and I see it in her bio, and I said, wait, she's here. So mind you, it was like what 150 of us there at orientation. I didn't run into her. It was, mind you, before that we had different hotels and stuff. So if you didn't have the same hotel or wasn't nearby, you most likely wasn't gonna run into each
Yeah.
other until maybe a couple of days being into Stream University. So from orientation to from the hotel to orientation to the first day, me and her didn't have no classes. I didn't know who the girl was. So I'm like, dang. Then I seen a video of her crying. So me, I'm an empath. So I'm like, dang, bro. I hope this girl don't think I said something about her. Then I'm on Twitch. I'm like, man, where's she at? So I'm having my chat like look for her and stuff like that. They sending me fifth floor, second floor, third floor, all that, like just running around. I'm on stream running around looking for this girl. Whole time, she's talking to Kai and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my
Oh, in the
gosh.
dean
I don't, and
office.
I'm at yeah,
Gotcha.
no, Kai had went to her room. So it was
Gotcha.
like Kai had went to her room and stuff. And at this point, I'm like, dang, bro, I feel really bad. So I went to go, because I had Brooklyn Frost and Thickney on the same floor as me. So I went to the room. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. People are coming to my chat. Like, they're saying I said this. I didn't say nothing about the girl. They're asking me, did you say something? I'm like, I didn't even know she was here. And in my chat, they see me looking up the girl and everything and stuff like that, trying to figure out who this girl is. So I'm talking to them and stuff. They're like, "Did you say anything?" I'm like, "No," but I was like, "Where is she?" I'm gonna talk to her. Like, what do you think I should do at this point? And
Yeah.
because I don't want her to think I said that. I don't care what the internet thinking, but I don't want her thinking I said anything. So they're like, just go talk to her, go apologize. And I was like, okay. I took their advice and I went to go apologize. So at the time, I didn't want to do none of this stuff on camera. Like for me, I don't like to do the whole little theatric and stuff like that for clips and stuff. I'm more of a let's talk about it and then like we could get back on camera. So
Exactly.
me, because everything was going on and it was so many people in my chat that was talking crazy and it was so overwhelming for me. I'm like, man, like, and I finally found the girl room. So I went to go talk to her. She was on stream. I didn't care at that moment to say turn off the camera because it was just like I'm talking to you. So I
This is
went up to
her
the
stream or
girl.
your stream?
This on her. I mean, this on both of our
Okay.
stream. At
Okay.
this point, I didn't switch my laptop to IRL, so my cameraman's following me. My roommate's following me with her cameraman, stuff like that. We gonna go look for this girl because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I need to tell her I didn't say anything. Like, let me just clear my name up. So I go talk to her and stuff, and it's on stream. And then like, I'm like, dang, I don't even care if these people watch it. Let me just tell you, hey, I didn't say anything, but I'm sorry that you even had to like go through that and stuff. And I said that loud and clear on stream, and next thing you know, I didn't know how this Twitch shit worked, but I was clipped. They were like, because I did end up start talking about like my mental health on there too, but I did mention I didn't want to use my platform to be in any drama. I deal with this, and that. And I just wanted to share light with people.
Yeah.
They took that whole little clip and stuff and was like, oh, she started talking about being selfish, like you're supposed to go apologize to the girl, da da da. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So for the rest of the time I was there, I was getting hate back to back to back to back. I didn't look at my phone. I didn't text nobody back. Like I was depressed. I was very depressed while I was there because I'm like, damn, like now I just feel like I can't do shit no more. And it was like it did get a little weird because it was at the point to where there were certain people who like kind of seemed like they stood away from me. It didn't really like
Yeah.
want to
You felt the
interact. Or
vibes. You
there
felt the
was
vibes.
yeah. And it was just like, and it was some people who used that time to actually try to confront me after I already did said something to them beforehand, and they tried to use that on the last day to try to like make a clip out of me, and that also got posted everywhere too, them trying to like confront me about the situation. But one thing I got on there and said, like I was standing my ground for sure at that point. I was like, I know I said what I said. I know what I didn't say. Me and the girl talked, and I was there apologizing to the girl all the days I was there because I didn't know. For me, I didn't know how she felt about it. I didn't know, like, I don't know this girl from Can of Paint, so I don't know if she think I'm lying because of what the internet's saying. I don't know
Yeah.
what was going on, all that stuff. And basically it just ended up getting like whole like misconstrued with the whole situation stuff because she was crying for a totally different reason and stuff. So people clicked that and made it seem like she was crying about me. She also confirmed too that someone in her chat went to it, but she didn't see nothing of me saying anything, and she didn't even say my name. So people just assumed and kind of just took with it and stuff and ran with it. And
Yep.
even after the situation too, like I was still doing that shit like when I left. Like when I left, it got bad. Like people were contacting my family. They were putting like my family's job at risk. Like it was just so much going on. Like I didn't want to do content no more after that. Cause I'm like, what? Like once my family get involved to certain shit, it's like fuck all this. I already told y'all like I got other shit to do to where I can make some more money. Like I don't need to do this content shit. So
Yeah.
I was at that point. I was really like fuck it at that point.
So let me ask you, did you ever reach out to Kai? Like, are you guys on good terms or?
Oh, we're definitely on good terms. There was a point in time where I was asking her to make a video because it got to where this is like serious at this point.
Yep.
Y'all put a lot of information out. Y'all reaching out to my family. I don't know what else these people are capable of. Like, and it made me like feel unsafe. Like I was living alone at the time too. Like, and I didn't know like who's watching me and stuff like
Yep.
that. Because on Twitch, you really don't know who's paying attention to you and stuff like that. Like people, I don't know. People are just weird. So it was just more for safety concerns. And then like because my family they're really excited about me even doing this content stuff like it got to a point. I remember this was like Father's Day. We went and took my dad to brunch and stuff, and I was streaming this day. My family, they all happy and stuff like that. As soon as I got off the stream, went home a couple hours later. My dad hit me up like, "Hey, like one of his friends sent him a TikTok, and they posted my mom's Instagram and stuff." So he's like, "I think you should just, like." Cut it down with the content involving your family at this point right
Yeah.
now, like until it dies down, until it gets situated. Because
That's
he's like, my
crazy.
job could be at risk. My family's business is what they have going on could be at risk. I don't need nothing like no type of like stuff getting out and it be like just weird and stuff. And it's like I don't need to where y'all messing with my parents' livelihood or even just me what I got going on. My parents work too hard for what they have right now. I feel like I work really hard for what I have right now just for y'all to try to sabotage it and stuff like that and
Facts.
play with my safety at that too because it was really it went to the extreme. And I did talk to Kai and I was like, hey, could you make a video, this and that, because this is all going on. She said she was going to do it. She kind of brushed it off. It took a little bit longer. So because she took a little bit longer than what was expected, I went ahead and I made a video. Not the first video, I made another video and I was addressing everything because I want her to say, get on there and say, oh, Avery didn't say this. Me thinking that was gonna stop. So I did a whole video. I posted our messages. I did. I posted our messages and stuff, and there was some people who was taking it, oh, I'm sorry, and there was some people who was taking it as, why are you doing this? This is weird, da da da. Then after that, she made a video and she was saying like, oh, that's like, why would you do this? It's like odd behavior and saying whatever else. I don't really watch full videos when it comes to stuff like that. So me, I took it upon myself. I deleted the video because at this point, I'm like, my cousin, she's like, we're just gonna take this the legal route, not with her in the situation, but because of the people who was posting it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, we take this to legal. Like, I'm gonna sue all y'all asses for whoever's like doing this defamation of character shit. But
Yeah.
not for her, just everybody else that was doing the most and stuff. So I was gonna take it to that point and stuff too. And eventually, one of the Stream University students, they end up posting like a streamer reunion. I would say it was more drama than it was beneficial. But for me, it was a little. I would say because when I got on there was people who was on there like cutting me off, like not letting me speak, trying to get clips and stuff like that. And one thing about me, like once I'm set on something, and I'm like I said, I stay true to myself. So I'm gonna tell you how it is, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's just an LA thing. Like I'm not gonna let nobody play with me at that, like because all this content stuff like that. Like I was on there and I was just telling them like I didn't say this. Me and Kai already talked. Kai already explained her side. Kai definitely, and I did apologize for posting any messages because I didn't know how that was going to affect her. She also apologized on her end. And I got on there and I told them like, yeah, like after I left Stream University, I was dealing with people harassing, all type of stuff like that. And um, after that, like they didn't know what was going on after. So a couple people actually did reach out to me. They did apologize for how they was acting on stream and stuff like that. And I feel like from there it's just been a lot better. Like for the most part, I get hated every now and then, but it's like a lot of people they didn't watch the reunion, so they don't really know. So I still get comments here and there that be like, oh, didn't you do this? I don't even pay attention to it because I let people talk to themselves at this point.
Yeah.
Like, But yeah, as long as Kai's okay, like me and Kai are definitely still in contact right now. And it's yeah, definitely it's a lot of support on both of our ends too.
That's good. There was the reunion IRL or on Discord or something like
It
this?
was on Discord. Yeah, it was on Discord. So everybody was pretty much at home and stuff, and we all hopped on Discord and was just on there chatting for the most part.
Okay, was the topic like the situation or it was more like a reunion?
Oh, yeah. It was literally only my situation. Nobody could else really say anything else. But besides, congrats on the place because I just moved in. This is like September, the mid September, I think, end September. One of them. This was like end of September, and I already just moved in a couple weeks before. So for the most part, like that was just pretty much it. Like, and even though people were still like kind of do stuff for clips, I was still like, if anybody wanted to come to LA and needed an opportunity for something, like not to say I am connected, but I kind of am connected. Like just with certain people and stuff like that. Like if you want to start modeling, music, all that stuff,
Yeah,
I could try my best to put your foot in the door and I'll be like reach out to this person or go to this. Like it's always some event going on in LA. Like it's something every weekend. So for the most part, I told them if you need somewhere to crash while you coming out here or whatever it is, like I got you. So
that's fire.
I don't know. I just feel like that's me. How like my personality is. I'm very like open and I don't mind helping people out. I feel like even with me with my content and stuff, I didn't really have that much support or anything like that when it came to other people. So for me, I just feel like I just wanted to do that for other people,
Hmm.
only because I just know how it feels to not really have support like that.
I think also it play because I kind of do the same thing. Also plays in knowing the possibilities. You know what I mean? I feel like some people
Hmm.
don't know the possibilities, so they need to hear it from people like us. It's like, yo, bro, this is possible, sis. This is
Yeah,
possible. You know what I mean? You got it in you. I'm telling you, just start doing this,
yeah,
and that definitely
hmm,
works. That definitely works.
yeah,
But just
for
to clear
sure.
it up, and just so everybody understands what everything you went through for, this was all for allegedly calling this girl ugly.
Yes, allegedly, yeah, pretty
Got you,
much.
got you. So just
And I didn't say it. Someone else in the chat, some internet troll said it, but they blamed it on me. So this was pretty
yeah,
much all this is for.
yeah, and it's unfortunate
But
to be
honestly,
honest.
I wouldn't change it because I realized leaving there too, my drama was not as bad as other people what they had to go through too. So
Hmm.
I had to really like snap. Although it was a lot because I never had that much engagement on my Instagram, TikTok. When I say they was dragging me,
No,
they
I
was
know.
dragging the fuck
Trust me,
out of
I
me.
know. I
I'm like,
definitely feel
damn,
you.
like that, y'all, like. But I realized too, even like that allegation was just like okay, like I got bullied growing up, so it was just like one of the things where like, damn, I'm not this type of person. But compared to other people's stuff that they had going on, I'd rather have this allegation on me than all that other stuff that they had going on. I'm like, yeah, this not that bad,
Facts,
honestly.
facts. But I'm
Yeah.
really trying to understand on why it went so viral. Like, do you feel like the video? Because I think there was a video of her crying that
Hmm.
kind of went viral. Do you think that's what kind of like led to all the hate train?
For sure, because Deshae hopped in there. I think Ray hopped in there. All these other people hopped in there, and it was just like, oh, who did this to you? Who did it? And then that's when it sparked up. But now that I really think about it, I think this so it definitely had to one. It was obviously the devil, but I feel like it was already a target on my back before I got there because it started to click to me. So before I went to streaming university, that same week that we had got announced and stuff, mind you, say it's like Friday. Kai's talking about, oh, y'all are leaving what, like Tuesday night or something like that. Tuesday, Wednesday, getting there
Yeah,
at this such and such time. So we only had a couple of days to prepare. So I would say maybe a good 2 or 3 days of me leaving. In California, I guess like they were changing, or just all over the states, you have to have a real ID, and it was like with the some other shit. I already have my driver's license, but they changed it to where like, okay, this signifies if you have a real ID or
yeah,
not.
yeah,
So and it's just past like the same month, like in May or April, whatever. So I'm finding this out, and I'm sick because I still got my old driver's license and stuff. I'm thinking I can't get on the plane anymore, like even though I didn't been on the plane with this one. So I'm sitting there, I'm like calling my homegirl, I'm like boohoo crying on the phone. I'm like, I don't think I can make it. I don't know
yeah.
what I'm gonna do. Like we're gonna have to drive up there. I don't care where we gotta go. We're driving there. Like we're gonna have to fix a way to get a rental. Like I didn't care. So and then my friend is just on the phone, like, girl, calm down. Why are you crying? Like, you can still get on. You're just gonna have to just go to the DMV right now, just get a temporary one, just make sure you bring all your other documents, whatever, just in case if something happens.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So she snapped me back into it. I'm not emotional more. And I'm sitting there laughing. I'm like, I'm gonna make a video. So I got on TikTok and I start crying and I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna make it. It's 3 more days. I didn't know about this ID. And when I say people were on there dragging me, they were
Nah.
dragging me. They was like, oh baby, you gonna have to walk, you gonna have to or give me that ticket or
Yeah,
this
yeah.
and that. They were like, yo, like they was TikTok was dragging me. So that video already was doing viral enough because people are already like
Damn.
really think that's going up to Stream University and they're already mad when I say Kai
Yeah.
got so much backlash for not like it was
Haven't.
so many small creators
Yeah.
and they were trying to make it seem like only big creators got in. I was a small creator and it was a lot of small creators before this too. And I was on there getting dragged. So I think and then I ended up like getting like all that ID stuff situated and stuff, and I was still there. So I think when I made another video of me being in the hotel and posted it, that pissed people off because I was getting so much hate before.
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna lie, Kai definitely his motion's crazy. Like he got us our own hotel rooms, flew us out, all that, and me being there, I made a TikTok video because people were just hating. So I
Yeah.
was just like, fuck this, I'm here. Like I made a funny video and stuff like that, and they were mad at me. So I think already from then I had a target on my back just
Yeah.
because I was pissing people
The
off already.
algorithm
So
definitely grabbed you. That's crazy.
yeah,
That's a crazy fucking
definitely catch
story.
me up. I think yeah. So now thinking, looking back, I think that could have been a possibility as to why somebody was like, "Oh yeah,
No,
we
it
finna do
definitely
something
makes
about
sense though. It definitely makes sense.
it."
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and it's so great because I never like told Kai this or anything. Like, because at first I wasn't thinking like that. I got on here, I'm like, I don't know why people hate it. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, but they're like, why would they pick a small creator? But the whole time I made a whole TikTok video and people
Yeah.
were upset. It's just like, dang, like. And it wasn't even me talking shit. I just made a video dancing and stuff like that. And I'm on there crying about not having an ID, and people were already pissed off. So I think that really what made it like stem from that whole situation.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Just to
Yeah,
think, like, if you got, because you got to think about it, because the official
the
society, we
chat
try to break
game.
down and
Our
the
hair still
analytics and
here.
everything. So if you really like break it down, and had that would have been like, or you would have been a different type of creator. Let's say somebody would have embraced
Mhm.
all of that engagement, and this could have turned out a different way. You know what I mean? Because that's
Mhm.
crazy the way how you kind of like planted the seed before you got there. That shit blew,
Mhm.
boom, and then a whole nother situation that you had nothing to do with, being that
Mhm.
you blew up and planted that seed, you got tied into it. That's fucking nuts.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
fucking nuts. That's a
And
crazy.
I feel like to those out there, like if you ever go through the same situation, like don't the best thing I can say, do not let that shit consume you because I'm sitting there, I'm learning, I'm in these classes and stuff like that, and I'm letting it consume me and stuff. And it stopped me from doing y'all seen the whole list, all that content ideas I had, I only did two
Damn,
of them
yeah,
out of it.
yeah. You
Yeah.
can't let it
But
stop you.
I think it taught me a lot too because if I didn't go through that situation, imagine years later when I'm going through something even way bigger than that or another allegation or something like that come up. It's like, okay, how are you gonna deal with this negativity then? So I feel like I had to go through that moment, actually like kind of just figure out like ways on how to like navigate with my emotions, with my health, with all that and stuff, and try to
Yeah,
figure out like, okay, how are you gonna go about this next time? Like, are you gonna give up or are you gonna keep pushing? Like,
for sure. Like, it's, as a content creator, you know that this is something that it's not gonna just happen one time. So it's something that you
yeah.
you have to learn, and it's like you said, the best way to learn it right now, early on, because it could get worse. You've seen
Man,
worse.
and even just talking to these other content creators too, like they was telling me like they get hate all the time, like and they what they keep doing, and then there are some times too where like they would take their situation and they would milk the whole situation and kind of just like go like blow up off of that, like because obviously people are like upset and they don't want they want to let it see like consume you or
Yeah,
whatever, but the way they go about the situations is they just make it funny. They improv and stuff like that. And I feel like that's what streaming really is. Like
yeah,
you're like even just being there in the classes and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of people telling me don't take this shit serious. Like bigger creators telling me don't take it serious. Don't let it consume you and stuff like that. So over time it started like to click with me and stuff while I'm there. And I'm like, okay, I see now. And they like, yeah, this stuff happen all the time. Like you can't let it get to you. Like you get up and continue to keep posting like no matter what because if you keep posting like and people see like you doing other shit, eventually they're gonna stop. They're
Yeah.
like, it's
Yeah.
nothing else they could talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eventually. I kind of went through a similar situation. It wasn't as bad as yours, but and I kind of want to get your opinion on this too. And you could be 100%
Okay.
honest. And if you don't
Okay.
want to put an opinion on this, you don't have to as well. But
Okay.
a couple, what was it last month? Nina, Zoe Spencer went through this whole situation with Saeed. Are you aware of it?
Nina and who?
Zoe Spencer. With
Zoe. I don't really know what be going on though. I ain't gonna lie.
got you. Okay, so we won't even speak on it. But it was a situation where these two girls, so
Mhm.
they saying that they SA'd this cameraman or this or Silky's
Oh, I
assistant,
saw that. I saw that.
Saeed.
Okay, okay. I
Okay,
saw
so
that.
did you actually see the video?
I saw the video. Yeah, yeah, I saw the video. I
Was
didn't
your
watch the full thing, but I seen like little, like
what's your
barely.
opinion
I
on
didn't really
that?
see it.
How do you feel about that?
Um.
They got banned, just so you know.
Oh, we got banned.
They got banned, but only for 24 hours, but they did get banned for it.
24 hours. I
6 months
really,
later.
'cause I don't. I can't really have too much of an opinion on it because I didn't see the full clip. I just seen like a headline and I just seen like them right there, like with the person, but I didn't really listen and actually engage in what was going on. So I don't even know if I could really have an opinion on it. But I would say as long as all parties know the truth and what was going on, I feel like dang, because it's kind of, I ain't gonna lie, that's a really sensitive topic. So even just going off of that, it really just starts with whoever the victim was. That I feel like, because
Yeah,
once they speak
I
on it,
agree.
then I feel like then it could like calm down from there.
I
But for
agree.
the most part, that's a very sensitive topic. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't even know.
yeah. So I kind of
Yeah.
went through a situation where I gave my opinion on it, and at first my
Mm-hmm.
opinion was it was it wasn't what they were trying to make it. But then again,
Mm-hmm.
you do some research and you actually get some point of view. And like you said, it definitely matters who the person is or who the person was.
Mm-hmm.
So come to find out, the
Yeah.
kid he went through, past traumas. You could tell he's not
Mm,
really all there. So it was
yeah.
so I kind of understood after then, like, yeah, it's a bad
Uh,
situation, but everybody grows up different. You know what I mean? Me looking at that was
mm-hmm.
just the intent for Zoe Spencer, Nina Lynn for actually wanna hurt the man. That wasn't it. So that's how I was looking
Yeah.
at it. How can it be SA when that's not their intent? You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
everybody has their own opinion, and I got
Exactly.
dragged. I got
Yeah.
dragged. Like talking about 400
Yeah.
dislikes on YouTube. You know what I mean? We got about
What?
whole like 300 comments going in. So I definitely
No.
know what it is to get that hate and really analyze for a minute, like, oh shit, what's the next step? Am I
Yeah.
gonna fold here, or
Yeah.
do I
Or.
keep pushing? So I definitely
Mhm.
feel you on that. And it's tough. It's not easy because
Yeah.
it's a mental game. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that got into the point where even like turn off comments. Fuck it, turn it off.
Yeah. I tried that one time. I tried that one time, and then went to another platform. It was like, yeah, we here, like, and then like one of my friends, because he's in the acting, and he's in the acting industry. I ain't gonna lie, people are funny though because they really found me. But me turn off my comments helped that engagement for that other platform. I'm not gonna lie, it was
Oh,
worth
that's
it.
smart. You
Um,
gotta be smart like
yeah,
that.
it
You
was
see,
definitely a mind game. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna bring y'all here,
these are
like
the little
and my
things you
shit.
learn.
So it's
That's
like,
tough.
hey, like it helped. But one of my friends, like he called me and stuff, and he's like, bro, like turn back on your comments. Like, what are you doing? Like, because the more whether it's good or bad engagement,
Yeah,
like Instagram's gonna push your stuff out. TikTok's gonna push your stuff out.
yeah,
So don't turn that off. So I was
yeah.
like, okay, bet. Like keep posting. They let them talk. Like at that point, it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna happen. What I did was I just made the video members only. Like, if you want to watch it, you gonna have to pay for that joint. You
So
know
you
what I
gotta
mean?
pay for it. Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
like that. It'd be like that. So in your video, you mentioned like you had a situation where you felt like these people was using you for clickbait at SU, or you felt like they was just clip farming and everything like that. Who you feel actually had your back versus who was trying to get views off you?
I'm gonna say for sure, big win. Punga always made sure I was straight. Shout out to Punga for real, because he definitely like he checked in from time to time. Reggie was definitely a sweetheart. He still made content with me no matter what. Funny Mike, like even Funny Mike, he grown at that point. He don't even care. Like we had classes together. Who else? Who else? Shout out to Dez.
Shout
Dang,
out to
I'm trying to think.
Dez,
I'm trying to think.
Clovers.
It's a couple other. Dang, I'm so sorry if I don't remember your name right now. But Kia the Creator. Who else? It's a couple smaller streamers like for the girls because there's a lot of us all on one floor like that and stuff. And if you came up to me and talked to me, I'm sorry if I forgot your name, but you know who you are. If you came up and still talked to me no matter what, like shout out to Brooklyn Thickney for still giving me advice and stuff like that, like on the whole situation and how to deal with it and everything like that. My roommate, shout out to Myron, because I ain't gonna lie, you was like definitely like, girl, get your ass up, like come on now, like let's go make this content.
Man,
Honestly, like I would say those are definitely people. And then afterwards, I would say like for sure, like Reese, like he was even at the whole situation with the streamer reunion and stuff like that. Like Reese was definitely like he was cutting all that shit out and stuff like that. Even at TwitchCon, he was still like coming to make content with me, like still being nice to me to this day and stuff like that. Who else? Who else? Barbie. Shout out to her, definitely for even just taking the time to get to know me. Shout out to Kai, for even still giving me the chance. Because what I feel like, it really just depends. Because it really wasn't no clips though, but I feel like the situation was different. Because she didn't have to talk to me or anything like that. But I feel like in a situation like that, like definitely shout out to her for real. A couple other people like that still, still connect with me to this day and stuff. But at Stream University, I would say those are people who still was like giving me the chance and wasn't like being weird or nothing like that. Oh, shout out to Kai Sinat too, because even I pulled him to the side and I was talking to him, and Kai didn't like Kai don't know me from Can of Paint. He didn't have to sit down and listen to me like, oh, once I hear some allegation or something like that, it's like, all right, like
yeah,
he could have kicked me off at that. But just I realized too, like he was probably even trying to see what was I gonna do in that situation and stuff. But even just sitting down, having to talk with him and stuff like that, and him just putting me on game and telling me like just little stuff like how I could grow from this situation and stuff like that was really like, yeah, it was definitely very a heartwarming and humbling experience for me too.
what about the negatives? Who impacted you
The
negatively
negative,
in streaming university?
uh, it did hurt my feelings though, but I'm gonna forgive him for this. But I'm Dante. When you came in my room and I showed you, man, and it really broke the little childhood girl in me because it was like, damn. But he came in my room. This is the same day my views went from 15 to 2,000. Like just people just talking shit in my chat, and I told him, I'm like, all these people are coming in here and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, just showing him. And then I find a clip right after he leaves. And he's like, chat, I think she did it. And I said, my heart. I said, hell no. Hell no.
Nah, right after you left the room.
I was so sick. I said, I know he did not. Like, I grew up watching you. Like, are you dead ass serious?
Yeah,
But, it's all good. Like, I realized people were just getting shit for clips. But it was like, the situation's out now. I'm happy it finally died down and stuff like
facts.
that, too. But another person, you did move a little bit weird, but I'm gonna say Talil. Talil. Sorry if I said your name wrong, but because it's like I have a clip too, and it's so crazy because when I posted the YouTube video, I found out that my roommate still had her old VOD set up. So my VODs were deleted only because I didn't save them. So I didn't know beforehand when you hop on Twitch, you gotta pre-save them and stuff like that, so they automatically save every time. I didn't
Yeah,
know nothing about that, so that's why my stuff was gone. But my roommate, she had hers up. So I was able to get like the sound of me talking in the background, her clips, whatever she had, and was able to post that. But to Lil, I did find a clip and he came in my room and I was showing him and he's just like, just looking at it and he's just like, man, don't listen, da da da, brush it off. The last day, I had a class with him, man. The last freaking day, we're in there and stuff like that. Funny Mike and him come up, they like, you want to do a TikTok together, da da da. Like, let's do something that's gonna go viral. That's the best way to push your stuff out too. So we doing a TikTok little dance together. I don't even remember what dance this was, but we doing a dance together. It gets posted. Obviously, I'm still getting hate. After that, though, after we finished the TikTok, Talil was like, "Come here, can I talk to you? Whatever." His cameraman is sitting on the desk, like kind of like in the cut, like recording this shit, still with the cameras on. Talil just laying down and stuff like that, like, and I'm just sitting there, like I'm sitting there just talking, and
mm-hmm.
he's like, I don't know what the situation that was going on and stuff like that, but I don't think, like everybody's beautiful in their own way. Like, I don't think that was right for you to da 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 da.
Like
Just
trying
trying
to
to
score
confront me. And
you,
I'm sitting there, huh?
like trying to score you on it, or trying to get confirmation from
Yes,
you.
Yes, like trying to say, and then he trying to say like, "Oh, I would do this off camera too, even if it wasn't the cameras wasn't. I'd still be like trying to talk to you about it, whatever, whatever." And I'm just sitting there like, man, and I told him straight up, and I was just like, I know I didn't say anything, and I'm still standing on that, and I left it at that. And I did start talking a little bit because I'm the type like not no more, but it was at a point to where I used to over explain myself more than I needed to. Like just like I was cutting them people off that was talking shit, I should have did the same thing to him and just walked away. Because at this
Word.
point, like you seen what happened. You're doing this for clips now. It's like
Yeah, that clip will kind
at
of
this
like
point,
shows confirmation on
yeah, and it was like it would be a little bit different. He didn't know what was going on. It was just trying to stand up for the girl. But it's like I already told you, and you saw what happened, and it was like, dang, like that, like because your child was already talking shit, you felt the need to like press me or whatever. And like I said, I told him straight up, like I know who I am. I wasn't raised like that, and kept it pushing. And then that
wow.
whole little shit got clipped into a TikTok, like literally 30 seconds after that. I'm like, damn, y'all are way too fast. Like it was like Tillo confronts bully from Stream University. I'm just like, oh my gosh, give me a break. Like, give me a
Which
fucking
was
break.
completely set up by Tylel. Everything was stand right here. I'm gonna go do this. Record me. Make sure we
Like,
get it.
and his camera guy just in the cut, like in the bag, just recording, and he's talking about
Wow.
like, oh, I would stop, I'll do it off camera too. And it's like, okay, why don't you turn off the cameras at that point? Like, wow,
Yeah.
cameras off, like let's talk about it for real. Even
Wow.
just being on there and stuff too, like it was people that was watching me for the wrong reasons and the right reasons too. Like it was somebody who I remember I was walking and my camera guy, whatever, he's recording me and people were just talking shit. At this point, I should have just ignored it. Eventually, I did because I just started talking, even if nobody was in there talking, saying the right things. I was on there talking like I was having a good day, like I was going about my day and left it
Yeah.
or whatever. But I remember one time I was walking and stuff, and I was just saying like, oh, you know why I'm not? Because people like, oh, you're gonna kick out, da da da. And I was like, oh, you know why I'm not get kicked out because it's fake. Ha ha ha. Like, and I was laughing at it. And they clipped that, and they was trying to say, "Oh, Avery Vaughn said Stream University is fake." I
Oh
said,
my
"Oh, I
god.
can't catch a break. I can't catch a break." So from
That
there,
was
I was
tough.
just like, "You really have to sit and watch what you say because these are little kids. Like,
Yeah.
it was a lot of kids that came to like just see us in person at Stream University. And at first, I was getting so much love, but I ain't gonna lie. On that last day when we had like the award show, whatever, it was so many people there, and it was like I ain't gonna lie, it was people there calling me names and shit like that, like little ass kids. I'm just like,
Wow.
oh my gosh,
Like
like in person
yelling.
too, y'all are bold. Y'all are bold as fuck. Like
Yeah.
y'all are bold. But it is what it is. These are little kids, and I'm
Like
not gonna go
yelling
joke
at
behind
you.
no little kid. Like that,
That's
yeah,
crazy. So
yeah.
who like out of all because I'm pretty sure you met a lot of your favorite content creators. Who felt like disappointed you like off camera wasn't who you expected at all?
Ooh, off camera, off camera, off camera. I don't really think I saw anything off camera. Not like that. Like I don't think I could like visually remember if there was somebody who like acted a certain way or was just different off camera. Because for the most part, I feel like for me, I could have took that extent to talk to more people than what I already did, and kind of just like put like because me being at home in LA, I'm able to just to go up and talk to people. Oh, and not only that too, like even before I got announced for Stream University, I met Zias at a event with Snoop Dogg and shit. So I was already once I got announced, I was already excited about that. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But even just being able to go out and talk to people and stuff like that, I feel like I could have talked to way more people, try to get to know more content creators that I've like been watching and stuff like that. But for the most part, I don't really think it was anybody that like disappointed me for the most part.
Got you. Got you.
Um, I would say there was definitely girls there though who kind of I don't even want to like say it like that, but there was people like girls there that was on some how do I say it? Like, so you know the trend where it's like, oh, dabbing up tens, stuff
Tens.
like that. Like, da, da, da. I feel like there was like, I don't, for me personally, I don't like that. I don't like that trend because it was like girls there who definitely felt like I don't want to say no names. I don't really know their names like that, but girls who feel like they're prettier than other girls was only making content with like certain type of people and stuff like that, not
Got
really
you.
talking or kind of like brushing off. And I got that energy too, even like being in some classrooms and stuff like that. And it's like, hey, it is what it is. Like y'all get the type of attention y'all get, you know, like it is what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, I'll probably say like maybe one of those girls and stuff like that that was acting like that for the most part.
No
That's it.
names?
No names, nah, no names. I don't even know a name to even like pin it. I just know what they look like, but other
Heard
than
you.
that, yeah.
Heard you. Anybody on the flip side, like who surprisingly surprised you in a good way? Like, oh, this person actually, you know what I mean?
Mm,
I know you mentioned Punga Dez earlier, but anybody who felt like
yeah.
you really could fuck with, like I saw this whole influencer stream like as a
Oh,
person.
outside. I really think Big Win, Yana, Big Win, Thickney, because I just seen Thickney and Yana because they were at
TwitchCon.
TwitchCon and outside. They went to the celebrity basketball game that was out here in LA. I would say definitely Big Win for sure. Who else I thought was? It was somebody I really thought that was I dang, I'm really trying to think. I'm trying to think. Honestly, even with Reese too, like, cause me and him did not talk at Stream University. Like, it didn't happen until
Yeah.
until that we like became friends and stuff like that. But I would say, like, on Stream University, I thought he was mean as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh,
I really
word.
not mean as fuck, but like, I thought he was like on some like standoffish shit to like stuff like that. But he's actually a very sweet person.
Yeah, I
Um,
fuck with Reese. He's
who
cool
else?
as
I
fuck,
would say
man.
definitely them. Who else? Who else? Dang, it's a couple other people too. That's actually like, oh, Barbie too. Barbie too. She's very sweet as well. I didn't realize how bubbly her personality is. Paige is cool as fuck too. Couple other people, honestly. I didn't met some like very like cool people, honestly,
Fire.
outside of that. Yeah,
So I asked Reese the same
yeah.
question, so I gotta ask you. The rumors that Streamer University was a fuck fest, sex parties, wild shit going on behind scenes. What was really happening after hours?
Uh, I feel like even if you was doing something that's your business, there are definitely people coming in my chat saying like, "Oh, people are doing this, and that at Stream University, yada yada yada." At the end of the day, y'all, like everybody there that was grown. I don't know personally who was hunching up in there, but it was couples. It was couples, and if they decided they wanted to do or
No, of
however,
course, yeah, yeah.
it. But me, I wasn't finna go for it. Like if even if somebody like was trying me and stuff like that, I was not finna go for it. Like one, it's too many cameras. It's too many cameras. Like plus I like yeah no, not me. But I feel like off camera though, like it was still cool and stuff like that too. Like people were definitely they were like still chill for the most part. I wouldn't even say it was too much time off camera because everybody was not everybody, but it was a camera there 24/7. But I feel like you still got to see like certain sides of people, their authentic self, like them being chill for the most part, still want to be open and talk to you, make content. Like, you see different sides and stuff like that too. But
For
yeah,
sure. I
for the
mean,
most part,
you definitely
I
had
don't know too
like
much.
your couples there, but any romances that sparked up during Streamer University that happened within those 4 or 3 days?
With me, no, because not like that. Like I don't think I didn't. Even if like people was trying to get at me in that way, I just thought of more so like this is for clips. Like I ain't taking these niggas seriously. Like after this little 4 day trip, they finna go back home and talk to their little shit. Like at this point, like I ain't taking no guy serious there. Like
Facts. Facts.
this shit all
It
for
was
clips. This shit all entertainment purposes.
yeah.
Like they just trying to see how you are. But for me, I feel like I give off like that. I just know. I don't know. I just, as a female, I just know too much when it comes to like just how guys like operate. Sometimes. But yeah.
No, for sure, and it can make people feel uncomfortable at certain times. So I'm pretty sure that's probably why nobody was really on that time and too. Like we here for a good time.
Mhm.
But looking back,
Man.
what do you think? Like streaming, would you do streaming university again, or do you wish you never went in the first place?
Oh, I'm happy that I went, and I would definitely go back. I would go back. But even if I don't get into streaming university 2026, I honestly like I'm not upset about it because I feel like I've done enough there. And afterwards, my life has gotten a lot better. The opportunities have definitely been rolling in like crazy. And then on top of that too, it was a 150, however many people out of 7 million applications. I feel like for me to even like get
Yeah,
that,
that's
it felt
like you
like the golden
said. That
ticket.
was God.
It felt and it felt like the golden ticket. So I feel like why not give the opportunity to somebody else? Like, if I make an appearance, I'm gonna want to have like whether it's a classmate, a professor, a lunch lady, whoever. I don't even care. Like I would be there just to be something else. Like
Hundred
I don't even
percent.
have to be a student. I would just go there just for entertainment purposes. Like to do anything. At this, I'll even work behind production. I'll even give creative ideas. I don't even care. I would just want to be there. But even if I don't, it's no worries. Like that's not gonna be the end of anything.
For sure. No, definitely. It's like you said, it's a huge opportunity. Did you apply?
I
Okay.
submit. I did the whole application. I found it, and then I made the little video, and then I submitted that, and that's how I end up. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm for the 2026.
Oh, I don't even know if there's no. I don't even know if there's applications out there. I know people are saying there's like fake applications and stuff, but I don't really know if there's real like any like. I don't think I've heard Kai Cenat say like, okay, this is official 2026
Yeah,
application.
yeah, yeah. I've seen like a whole bunch of websites of people applying and things like that. So
Yeah,
who
I'm not
knows?
even gonna waste my time because not only that, like I did say I was gonna make another trailer for 2026, but my ideas are crazy. Like I thought about some like I would have to pay for a camera guy to do all this stuff for me. Like the ideas that I had and stuff like that would be something for sure. Like I gotta make a movie for my next application. Even if I don't get in, I still want to do it just to post it. Like
Yeah, it's a part of you now. Like this is what you do
mhm,
now. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
what's like your dream project if money was an issue? Like what would you create tomorrow? Speaking of,
My dream project if money wasn't an issue. Ooh, okay. I have. I want to say I have like a good three. One of them being my beauty bar, if that wasn't an issue, because with that whole thing with my beauty bar, I wanted to have everything: hair, skin, nails, eyelashes, one-stop shop. But I wanted to be very professional and also like just a warming environment for people to feel like themselves and stuff, whether they come in and out the chair, however. But I also want to have my own beauty school, teaching like girls that are either in like used to be in the foster system, come from poverty, domestic, all
that's
that stuff,
nice.
who just didn't get opportunity, who can't pay for school, who don't have the resources, who don't have the drive, the push. I want to be able to do that for those type of people and stuff like that. And then that's one project in itself already. So
Mm-hmm.
that's with my beauty. This other one would be for my clothing brand. So I love fashion. That's one thing about me. I love clothes. I came up with this brand. It's called Nami. So it's basically my middle name is Iman. Iman means faith in Arabic, and Nami is just my middle name backwards, but it also means growing, increasing, rising in
Wow, beautiful.
Arabic. And that's the name of my brand. And I wanted to, create something where like, because everybody do the same sweatsuits, streetwear, stuff like that. I wanted to be more of a luxury streetwear brand to where like I'm drawing up because I can still draw. I feel like I can still draw like designs and concepts and stuff like that. And for me, like I've always wanted my own clothing line, but I don't want to drop like a lot of stuff all the time. I just want to drop like this specific, like maybe a couple pieces, like a fall collection, winter collection, and only do it one time and switch it up every single time. Because I
Fire.
realize with clothing brands, if you keep dropping the same stuff, it's gonna be hard to sell it. So I'm
Yeah.
always thinking about the next big thing. So for that, I want to have like my own clothing brand. I want to have like a team. I want to be doing commercials. I want to be big, just as big as Nike. Like I want to have see my clothes on New York Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week. I want to see all that, and then I guess it would be my other big project that I would want to do if money wasn't involved. Um, I would say just as far as like just being able to take care of like my family, all that stuff, being able just to be able to get up and travel and not have to clock in to 9 to 5 and just be able to go do whatever I want to do, wake up and make content and stuff like that how I want to, and be able to just pretty much do anything I want, like
Yeah.
whether that's acting, dancing, all that stuff. Like I have just so many ideas. I just would want to make that happen. And I guess the last thing, because I just have so many ideas, would just be like just outside of content. Because I realize when I get older, yes, I still want to be involved, but to where a certain extent. Because I feel like when I get older, I can't be doing the same stuff because it's gonna look too corny. I want to be able to have like my own like Airbnb. I want to have some property. I want to do stuff with that. So even if this whole like beauty industry I'm passing on to whoever, like family, future children, whoever, stuff like that, I want to be able to have stuff set, like more like stuff like assets. Like I want to
Yeah.
invest in like stocks, like all that stuff. So I think that's like my last like my thing. Like those ideas is what I have, like as far as like if money wasn't involved.
No, definitely. And I have
Not
no
involved,
doubt.
like
I
money
have
wasn't an issue. Yeah.
I have no doubt that you'll make it. You definitely got, a right head on your shoulders. And all it takes is the work and consistency, you know that. And it's
For
only
sure.
a matter of time. So what's one thing,
Yeah.
like one part of your personality do you wish that the internet understood much better about yourself?
Uh, Damn, that's a good question. I would say my personality. It's not even that I wish. I just feel like the personality that I give out, like, it's either you're gonna mess with me or not. I don't think I worry too much now at this point in my life to where like how people perceive me. Because it is what it is. I just think, I'm always gonna stay true to myself. My community knows that. Whoever comes and goes, like, they're gonna know that. People that have met me in person, they know that. So I don't think I really try to like push that off to the internet as far as like how I wish they could perceive me, because it's like you get what you get out of
Yeah,
this. Like, I feel like everybody has their own perception of who this person is, and I think me trying to stress myself, because I used to do this with just people I knew in general and stuff like that. I used to try to prove something to them by trying to be this way or trying to be this or trying to be that. And I
or
feel like
buying this or
being
buying
myself has
that.
been the best thing. Like, yeah. I feel like being myself has just been the best thing for me. Always spreading positivity. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm an angel, but like just the way I've grown and like matured and stuff like that, like just the way my mindset is, I feel like that's all it's shown already. And it's like if
Facts.
you don't rock with it, then it's like so be it at this point. It is what it is. I'm not tripping.
Facts. That's strong. That's strong. Definitely shows a strong mentality because, and then like I said before, it takes certain situations to actually learn and to
For
build
sure,
that
yeah.
strength. But
Yeah. And I was not always thinking like
yeah,
this,
and
so
just to
this is
know
definitely,
that
I'm
you could
happy
get
that I
up.
got to this point now. Yeah.
So for every girl watching who wants to create content but is scared of the hate, what's your real advice?
Girl, get up and do it. No matter how you look, if you feel like you don't have the resources, if you feel like you're not pretty enough, because that's always one thing when it comes to females making content. They're either gonna call you, what I think they say, like, chuz now or something like that. Like, as long as have that confidence,
Yep.
your mental health needs to definitely be up there. Like, you need to be able to get on camera, and no matter what person, no matter what they say, like, you shouldn't let that affect you. Cause half the time, like, these people, they didn't even get up and wash their ass this morning. They don't got no drive, no ambition. Like, they really got nothing. They don't have nothing on you. I feel like you could do it.
100%.
The little boys y'all be talking to, stop letting them make you feel some type of way. Stop, letting them make you insecure when it comes to modeling. Cause I feel like for me, I've dated people in the past who held me, who made it seem like I was insecure, who all that stuff. Fuck the haters. Don't let nobody change who you are as a person. Find your passion, find something that you like, and just try to strive from there. Keep God always first in your life, no matter what. If you're feeling lonely, if you're
Amen.
upset, if you're angry, however, like, I feel like praying manifestation works all the time. And actually, if you guys don't journal, I got this off of Amazon. I think it was like $10, $15. This is like my manifestation journal.
Wow.
I write down my thoughts, where I'm angry, sad, however I'm feeling, or if I just want to like just talk to myself, my future self. Write your ideas down, and keep being 1% better every day.
Beautiful. That's so beautiful. That deserves a funk flex bomb. So got three more questions before we end. I know we've been on for a while, but we could go on for days, and I definitely appreciate you being on,
I'm not
Avery, taking up the
tripping.
time. So what does it mean to you to be a part of this new wave of creators breaking through?
Ooh. Yeah, okay. So the way I look at myself now, I don't even think I'm as big yet. Like, I feel like I'm just getting to that point. Like, this, I
Yeah.
don't even think I'm up here yet. I think I'm still like maybe like a good right here before I take that extra step to finally be up there. But just being able to be in these rooms and stuff, the new wave of era creators and stuff like that, I think, it's cool, but at the same time, there's like two sides of content and stuff. Is either you want to take the more positive route, or you want to take it the more negative route and stuff
Right.
like that. So I think it's cool, honestly, like just being able to get up, because our parents did not have this when they were growing up. So this is like definitely an advantage. Like, technology is only going to get crazier. The world is only going to get crazier. So it's really what you want to make it at this point. Like, you could do anything. So I just think it's a cool feeling to just be able to get up and have your phone and be like, do whatever you want to do, and post,
You
and then get
imagine?
engagement and potential money being made and
Exactly.
opportunities. Like, I think it's really cool, honestly.
It's the times that it's either you get with it or you get left. That's basically it.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
the last two questions. So as for me, I'm Gabe Official. This is the official society. What we do is we break out all the streamer analysis. You can check out my YouTube. I like interviewing the streamers, try to get the the back end of the creators, the build up to the where they at right now, to where you at right now, what made Avery. Any advice for me as far as my lane and what I'm doing and how you can help me? Because I know you've been in the room with top streamers. You live in LA. You definitely have some connects. Any advice for
Yeah.
for Gable Official and the official society?
For you, wait, where you from, Gabriel?
I'm from New York, but I live in Miami.
What you? If you don't get up, it's stuff. It's awkward. I feel like if you in a big city right now, you have no reason but to get up and
Yeah,
find a way. Like even for me, trying to look for casting calls, I'm searching it up on TikTok, Instagram, doing all that stuff. Just start going out. I wouldn't. I don't know if you're like a party type of person and stuff, but as far as like clubs, I would stay away from, doing that all the time. I would
yeah,
say try going to places where you know these creators are going to be, or if you guys have events out there, like, I don't like, not saying like Complex Con or stuff like that, just little like simple like parties or not parties, but like, dang, I want to say
like
events,
social
but
events. Yeah,
yeah, social. There we go. Social
yeah,
events. If you know there's a social event and you're not a people person, I say try it one time because you never know who you're gonna meet. Um, and continue doing your content and stuff like that. I didn't know you from a can of paint. I'm very happy we met, but
yeah.
I say keep going. Like whatever you're doing, you definitely have a bright personality. I'm pretty sure you have a really great community with you and stuff like that. I just want to say keep pushing, man. Keep pushing for
No,
sure,
I
and
appreciate you for
don't be
sure.
afraid to put your foot in the door, and even just take that one chance. And like I said, because you never know who you're gonna meet, and that person could get, end up connecting with this person and that person and so on, and it pretty much like a trickle effect.
Yep, yep. And that's the whole purpose of networking. That's why we do what we do. You know what I mean? So, last question: where
Hmm.
can people find you? Plug everything in. This is your platform. Do your thing.
So you guys can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch at Avery Iman, AAVERIE.IMAN on all platforms. Oh, also YouTube, you guys. Also YouTube. Definitely gonna be consistent back on YouTube, man. After hearing you on YouTube and stuff like that, it inspires me a lot more because that's honestly YouTube was like my first like dream of being a content creator. I didn't think we gonna have Twitch live streaming like being like iCarly and stuff like that. So even this, yeah, definitely. Thank you for even having me on here,
No,
man. This is
thank
definitely
you,
much
thank
love.
you, thank you for sure. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna drop my number in the group chat so you guys have it. Feel free to hit me up at any
Okay,
time.
for sure.
This is definitely not
Okay,
the
good.
last time we would do this. You know what I mean? I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
of
we
course.
see. I'll hit you
Yeah.
when I'm in LA. You hit me when you in Miami.
Hey, when you in LA, let me know, man. Let me
For
know.
sure, for sure. We're
I
gonna keep.
got
We
you.
definitely gonna keep connecting. Again, I appreciate you, Avery. Until next time, holla at me. Yeah? I'm
Till
gonna drop
next
my number
time.
now so you
Bye.
guys can text me. All right. Bye.
All right, bet.
W stream chat. Let's see if we can put the camera back on Twitch. W stream chat. We was on stream for how long? We just did 3 hours in this bitch. 3 hours for 30 hours. Hey haters. Hold on. I think I might have to end, yeah. All right, let's end. I appreciate y'all.